That anyway, not me doing another woman call me doing no darkness. I feel like a bromely. But elephant.
Who can hear that is over? Okay. Okay, Kutu Togo here. Kutu Togo and Oka. Amaya Jalo. Zadality. What would you? Never talk to Guavo. Never talk to Guavo. Epoto, and you have to give Papa. I call you with a miracle. Hey, Cherry, Anna.
What dot ever? Red dot ever.
Recording. Red dot ever. Record. I found you out today. I take a KG. I found you we are debating. You're to bring boy. I see you for I saw you. I don't know.
Cover.
Io come la vedi? Non vede mia pettina mi nome. Me avevano ma vanno a montare.
Io le macchie.
Ma togli mi tu.
Ah, per mamma.
Ah, mi tu vedi.
Andrea qui.
Andrea qui. Mi tu vedi.
Come per quando era tutto una roba che tu. Ya va, ya. Tu puoi fare?
Sì, con un pepe perché devo mettere. Mettere tu bevo gavo. Ya le mepe.
Ago. Tapi lo kita bersama. Kita boleh kita berapa? Dia toh nana, kita toh nana, benar. Oh, mau beres.
O Kofi to Javako. Yamate bien pour quoi là?
Kofi to Javako.
A Kofi Atra.
Kofi Atra.
Ne détiens. Luca. A Kofi to Javako, to Kofi to her Kofi.
Kofi to Javako, to Kofi to her Kofi.
O crate de Tebuabo. Nei. Kofi to Amazon Bertona ko nei. O crate de Tebuabo. Kofi Atra. Lui, Biahiri, Nei. Ni beta kuma.
Nei beta kuma.
Kofi to Javako.
Ele kana.
Nei.
Kofi to Javako. So Kofi.
Nei.
Ele. Kwela beya. Na bo watala, vai tambe liwa ela. Ojo. Ele mo me gadia kojo.
Manya o me se to kota.
Melio ko baba tabari ba. Aya.
De kama de kale.
Kale.
De sitole.
De
sitole.
So gale dara yi.
No cho gale dara lo ba.
Kofi to Javako.
O so jawo ni.
Nei.
Kofi tra. Nei. Kofi to Javako. Kofi tra.
Di lo rango poi e te ga qua ne bi va di
ma io quello io
Kofi to Javako. Krati de te boya mo. Ciao, Amaya. Che da tale quale o pita sele John quale Kali Nela ma pa dire con chaka maka come Nela oh attivi
Kofi to Javako.
a Kofi bolo
On va acha di son.
Kofi to Javako so Kofi to ne Kofi Atra Kofi o mo dare asa to nei
Kofi to Javako, Kofi. Nazo. Nei.
Kofi to Javako so Kofi to ne Kofi o crati de te boya mo nei Kofi to kubi kuna madoli ya kubi kuna kojoli ya kubi kuna madoli ya kubi kuna kulo pe madoli ya kubi kuna kulo pe madoli ya kubi kuna
Elio. Não.
Vou pro mani.
Como? Não vou fazer isso.
Amém. Sule. Sule de Kojobo. Ije jogo.
Mo pa sina
Valeu. Eu vou porque já tem esse boa agora. Até a vida. Alors, il y a Gigi à bas. Que j'y l'aurais. Il y a peu près là. Gigi à mes villes.
Oh, I can take it from every angle.
I can take going around.
Dakere, anyway, na never come in call me doing no darkness me. I bet you feel like egg me. But ele clear.
Ku kwa nya dare ji cover. Okay.
Le bobo la ko yo.
Okay, fukmo. Kutoku to gno plan hwehwea. Kutoku togo le no plan hwehwea.
Amaya le jalo. Ale jalo. Zadale tia.
Woroje.
Na matoko to kwa bo. Ba no jano ba botare.
Na matoko to kwa bo.
Ofa. E poto. Eni a to ge papa.
Apo yo mete me apo. Apo yo.
Ode eyi chere. Nana.
Edu abete ni
Shima, aqui uma. Ele traz igual o governo aqui, a Dui. Para ir a tudo bom. Aqui, o do aqui é.
De tela.
afadu eu onye me recording olo esi ke ko
Stone ya lo pepper.
But dot ever. Red dot ever.
Elle recording.
Red dot ever.
Elle recording.
Me record. Afadu a o tere apak nuka etreka keji. Afadu yo me wi ade betini. Eu to bring boy.
Ashi ho pokwe. Ashi ya re bokumo ko ko. Então spin I don't know how to
Ama.
Ya acabou.
Ede.
Afadu no ya de.
Ama wi afadu yo me wi ade ede.
Só que nada me pera.
Ne me tu va te ma tu si ko ni ko pepre ko ko.
Só faz do tetele de cada uma para.
Ana be apoira ro.
Deitando de uma coisa. De canti de.
Olha lá.
Olha.
Ya ka un.
A canti é. Para.
Eu acho.
Eu posso subir.
Vai conter. De que é para. Não te fa.
Ni logo de mala.
Ana ya ta tu ide.
Não come ele.
Ni atu.
De tete quoi.
Não cantiu.
Não cantiu.
Ni atu. Vai yo come la bere. Me ba no ade mi abete ne mi no me. Me wa ba no de o ma ba no mo sare.
Eu lembro aqui.
O ma ton mi tu.
Eu botar meu.
A dona Ana.
Ah.
O mi tu bete.
André ko yele.
Ni Andre ko re.
André ko.
Mi tu ire di.
Como foi quando era pequenininho. O Natal não tem aqui. É bom, que foi fa?
O to me ta tu. Si ko no pepe que de metale. Me ta tu be mo gawo.
Dogba na bodana kwa. Bodana kula bodana kwa. Midogolana Bordana Kuro, Midogolana Bordana Kuro, Bordana Kura, Bordana Kura, Bordana Kura, Bordana Kura, Midogolana Bordana Kuro, Midogolana Bordana Kuro, Midogolana Bordana Kura, Gado nada, you know. Don't put on it. Gado nada, you know. Morocco, Gado nada. Gado nada, you know. Morocco, Gaya. Gado nada, you know. I tell you, Gado nada, you know. Miracle Tolulo, Gadonada, Gadonada, Miracle Tolulo, Gadonada, Gadonada, Miracle Tolulo, Gadonada, Gadonada, Miracle Tolulo, Gadonada, Mulukutonulo, Gadonada, Gadonada, Mulukutonulo, Gadonada, Lakena Tigema Pudue, Lakena Tigema Pudulo, Lakena Tigema Popolara, Lakena Tigema Pudue. Lake no time ma pudulo, 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 lake no time ma pudulo. La que no sigue más puduro, 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 no sopla, la que no sigue más puduro, la que no sigue más puduro, la que no sigue más puduro, la que no sigue más puduro. Que no sigue más puduro, Abla demakoza kochino kwechi ajino kwechi takimeda gekedago kay pezange ni beza ema hake ajimago boma bla maka kunya siku nchuno nyasi asala kodo ema hake to bita bolo no cho ala chedi dia nyona mo wa mare kuma kuna ro ala bwa beza ngolo mo boto no ema hani bubuma jatabe tezia bako be jona de cheka jona ema hake eba ko kekekeke tobi zakata vetu babula le ko ha gbe o ti jaja nya bato
mi koge ko yire ga me ka fe ndu wala
tamakwe
ko on to ko ago
Bokor Jesus.
That's the level of leadership. Oh, ago, I'm a water, promoter, Fiavi. I'm a water, promoter, Fiavi. I hold it, I hold it, I hold it. That's all. And I talk at the under home. I love it. I don't know.
Papa.
Egbere. Egbere. Tujire. Bokor tujire. Ewe no tuji. Egbere. Awuhwere. Megale nye play. Awuhwe zutonye. Eye nye tore ne kale chepe. Eye nye tore ne kale chepe. Eye nye tore ne kale chepe.
You make more outside, you have to make play 6,000.
You gotta go buy French roadmans.
Look at well. Over your packet exam.
Akoi, Vivarugo, Kuyate, Yeke call a butiquera. Yeah, Yeke, butiquera, como, or como un besimati. Atupa go to Poha. Atupa.
Ako ka ko ni. Yeah,
yeah, doctor. Yeah, give me.
Yeah, I thought about.
Yeah.
Go back.
I'm makajo. Yeah, for you.
Kami. Jiniari.
Yake.
La kona miami le minandi mimaru kongo.
Abuti ko. Apo me ja kika.
Ko gbeme.
No wo vari. No ko 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 gola. La ko gola no bana.
Lisasirolo ko konyi.
Ago chika ka bo chiko. Moyo ro fomo. Nya te fa ga ko ga mo jama ko gbe ga wonu ga jobo. Komo ka moyo bochi, moyo me pete. Ko to goli moyo mi. Te gba brado woni moyo. Moyo mi ro fomo. Ka hu na hu moyo. Na te pe amada tara gbo nya papa. Ebe o play afo to ju so ko na ho to le ka ko ha ka ba de le gba e ba fure yo bo egbere no ba wani na o ko le sinai na emanako emi ba o wona e ko wona ma yo wa gwen chamale ne ta mo wore kuyo mo wore do yo vona ma ni pe ba ni mo ma jejo ni anto na ko de mana ke da bra ba nyole manya ni nyare ko le vieux ko peut-être croire divido parenti oba na paronchi o la maloko afoto antare e bi aka kanu la hware godo no pa ana jiri nanya ko yano manya jine ja
Jini tutu. Ko fori. Ko fora ba ngala ko ya. Ni ko han. Ya ko. Pago anyama bema kwa dadora o kwa sa ko tuplika ka de ko ne ke mi bo voda da ni mo yo ke ye mo ya foti sa kara ka to fa be adugo hala manta hala to se ko maga o ko dogo no ko na bro to ne ligra e mo yo ga pa ga plo ga mo mo ju to mo ga do ga pa mo to mo nyen ko lo ka gidi ni bo be mo dora no se ni me do mo ko ro ameke ya go be mi ne ke to ta ta ke to le duam mi o mi manya akoda da gbeare ni o fo ba papa me la me se boko tu ne zalorande boko tu mo yo bate ono me gbena papa ke ben ko mo le wa je fa wa je ma por ko no gbina ye ku to do to elu lo ko no na wo mere ne mio akoda ba bio bliantosia ke ba no bo mi bare wo mo po mo to ko mi ba no bo na no kure ni kan dra de boko pitoro bre meji boko ro to ri ni mentia mi are vie mi yo imanya wo de ko na ma ne ma wo no wo na we no boko tu digli akoda na gbo vogbe mi ma mi papli papa pli akoda na gbe pli huno mi ba mi adu bosa ahake awa bochiku na hosa wa boko tu di mo bioro ja wa no ro bochiku mba na no ala
papa re toke papa ya ba toke egbe
si ana papa tuwa to enya akoda na gbelo
ne ponde wo do keke pona re ale bara de ntana
boko tu di mo bioro o to enya akoda na gbelo amekwa ne papa igbeji ya nyone o kata no yo igbaji anu ba me e ba yo ta ba de ta de mi se ngoli ko pate abaya se ngoli pate se yami yo ngoli boto ameka do be ya ila baya se sikpe o pate ya nyekana abaya se duare ne ma heke me ko ya me nyaka tosa ato wa pake to le amo no ne anu bani amo ko ne nganu le nyadomo amo ya mbawa o to ba se Atita jena. Le biono moro. No give. Non la mire. Papa re, ya jimu nyon ra ba glo ne de kako. Onyo. E je de kalu. Ni piela, mi tachi intile. Ya ngani wala le ko wala yo papa re. Wala le ani ma le na mi gat kon. Yo ago ahojodo ahorota hoiko. Ahojodo ahorota hoiko. Amabia tawa boye papa. Ye to gbo anu gele ale yire. Ya le yemi yota akoda sa gbo le papa de.
Ye ba tata ino re.
Abochi peji. Ya le do amu gele je ko go gele. Ato ade andre oro na kenyi na puto de si para ben kare. Tom yago. Isha odo like wa for hu. E ku kam atenya e para bali dukadia hu wala.
E kite.
Mo pa wa re bole ye mi do.
Na ku me amar ke swada.
Ye to na daga. Isha shi. Na hu. Bole dukale me ya ke me po dukeba.
Anonia.
Oh, I can take it from every angle.
I can take going around.
That's why I didn't have come and call me. Didn't know darkness. I bet you feel like a bromely. But it's clear.
Who can hear that is over?
Okay.
Okay, kutokuwa totogo no plan hwehwea. Kutoku togo le no plan hwehwea.
Amaya le jalo. Zadale tia.
Morugia. Nama toko to kwa bo.
Bano jano ba botare.
Nama toko to kwa bo.
Ofa. E poto. Eni a tuge papa.
Apo yo mete me apo. Apo yo.
Ode e chere. Nana.
E do abete ni yo.
Shima, maki uma. Ele drank ba ko bina kati adui. Pani na hala tun ho. Akwa, moduru la ke ya no.
Tetama.
Tete afadu la o. E wonye yo. Me le record ni olo. Esi ke ko.
Kalem. Stone ya lo pepe.
But dot ever. Red dot ever.
Elle record.
Red dot ever.
Elle record.
Me le record. Afadu a o tere apak nka etere ka keji. Afadu ya mo wi ade beteni. Yo to bring boy.
Ashi ho ho ko. Ashi me re ho mo ko boto. On to spin I don't know how to
Ko den mama. Ama.
Ya kabwa.
Ede.
Afadu no ya de.
Ama afadu ya mo wi ade ede.
So
Na ni prepare.
Ne me tu va te ma tu si ko ni ko pepe ko ko.
so fadu tetere de kala ma para.
Anabe akwera ro.
De tano ma para. Ya kanti di.
Olo akwa.
Olo.
Ya kan.
Akanti e. Para.
Ayo wa tu.
Boa conte. Di apa? Ya no chifa.
Ni lo gede mala.
Na ya ta tu ide.
Na un coveri.
Ni atu.
Di tete kwa.
Na kancho.
No ga kanti.
Ni atu. Ba yo come la bere. Na kana no ade mi abete na mi no me. Me wa ba no de o ma ba no mo sare.
Ya le ma ke.
Ma ton mi tu.
Ko ta mo be.
A be ma na.
Ah.
O mi tu bete.
Andrea ko ye.
Ni adre ko re.
Andrea ko.
Mi tu ide di.
Ko me fe kwa Andrea ko te ni cho. Una ra una ke tu. Ya ba, ya. Chúc quê phàng.
Tao me ta tu. Si ko no pepe ke de metare. Me ta tu be ngao.
Ago. Tapi no. Kita ada semua. Kita boleh kita aku ya toh nana kita toh nana benar.
Oh, mau benar. Oh, kopi tu dah aku. Dah macam ni aku kau lah.
Kofi to Javaku.
A kopi atra.
Kofi atra.
Ni kecil.
Da fora.
Kecil beliau.
Alguém de gira.
Ada lagi. Meluka. Aku video Java, kopi tu है kopi.
Kopi to Javaku, kopi to है kopi.
Okrati de te buaya bu. Nei. Kopi tu ambil mana berjana ko nei.Okrati de te buaya bu. Kopi tu. Kopi atra. Lui, Nei, beta kuma.
Nei, beta kuma. Kofi to Javaku.
Kofi to Javaku, so kofi. Ele kana. Nei. Kofi to Javaku. So kofi.
Nei.
Ele. Kwela beya. Na bawa sala, mai tambe liwa ela. Ojo. Ele foi mercadia kojo.
Ele manhã ele vai ser o cota.
Melhor. Não melhor o baba tabari ba.
Ele.
Aya.
De cama de cale.
Cale.
De tole.
De
tole.
Só gale dara aí.
Não só gale dara lo.
Kofi to Javaku.
O só jawe. Kofi. Kofi tra. Nei. Kofi to Javaku. Kofi tra. Kofi
Dilulang ko itel ka makwa na biwaji dire.
Mai ko ko ibu.
Kofi to Javaku. Krati de te boya. So, Maya kedi datare kwale. Ta opita sele. Dion kwale. Kali. Ngela makpa dire. Kon chaka maka kemana? Ngela. Oh, asyik.
Kofi to Javaku.
Aku pun baru.
Apa aja so.
Kofi to Javaku, so kopi tu ada kopi. Kopi atra. Kopi atra lagi. Nei. So kopi. Kopi. Oh, mana asyik kopi. Nei.
Kofi to Javaku, so kofi. Nazo. Nei.
Kopi to Javaku, so kopi tu ada kopi.Okrati de te buaya. Nei. Kopi to. Bunga kubi kuna. Madolinya bunga kubi kuna. Ojolinya bunga kubi kuna. Madolinya bunga kubi kuna. Bunga kulo bunga kwe. Madolinya bunga kubi kuna. Toma kulo toma kwe. Madolinya bunga kuna.
Kajua. Nanao,
Bublumani.
Como? Como vou fazer isso?
Amém. Sule. Ah, sule de kojogo. Ni je dogo.
Mo ko ha snapa.
Wale we were okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I could do one too.
Let me see, draw one. I can't see that.
Go you pick it away. Go you pick it up and then. And you put the ball, if you have to more than
I don't know, Gigi, Abba, Baggy, other, Yakopelia, as you are my vida.
Okay, so if you are ready, let me know.
yes, we are live.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much, everybody, for waiting, and thank you for your patience. I'm saying good afternoon to you, good evening, and good morning to you, wherever you may be at this very precious moment. Thank you all very much for waiting. Last week, we have a challenge with our network, and I mean the country is a whole country, so we had some challenges that we couldn't control. So we were trying to transmit, but not many people came. But today we thank God that at least our country, the authorities in charge, and the companies who are what do you call them, telcos, so they were able to resolve it to some point, and we are still waiting for them to make it better. And thank you all very much. I'm saying happy what do they call it, Ramadan Kareem to our Muslim brothers wherever they are, and also happy Palm Sunday to our Christian brothers and sisters. Thank you all very much. This is Africa Magic Temple Revolution Voodoo Education question and answer section, and I'm your host, Bokor Christopher Voncujovi. Thank you. I'm going to pour libation, and just after that we can go into it, and I hope your questions and your greetings and everything is here. Thank you all very much for coming. Oh, Ago Mauga, come and put the telegram on. Oh, Mauga Sobolisa, Medo Ago. Mauga Kitikata, Medo Ago. Mauga Esse, Medo Ago. Esse Joto, Ame Joto. Esse Nanu, Ame, Esse Tenanu, Ame. Woman of a V, Dokuna Fevi. Woman of a V may be an anu, Dokuna Fevi, or Benau. Dokuna Fevi may be an anu, woman of a V, or Benau. Esse, Mayo do Ago. Mayo Shemaham for a shop, semi for a shopete, Medo Ago. Oh, it's okay. Is it not covering? Okay, so Mayo semi for a shopete, Medo Ago. Abraxas. Mayo is a drepo do ago, yet a dreto of Vimacuna, verso, verso, Camayo do ago. Emayo Mianos or Gia, and you Zokakachi Casabosha, Dremia, La Fabia, Blamila, Pia, and Juru Honomayora, Kakakelo, when you're Bama Joflo, a Foclaing Bama Duadica, when you have Limateculo, etega. Oh, my a kind, but you're a kind, when you're a kind, Java kind, Zuva kind, Trova kind, and you're kind, if you're a kind, Manu, a Tava kind, Gaba kind. Pelipa, remember, had a door lack of Labamento Jeffito, Bansometo, Miami Nudao, Miami Hobao, Kaku, Pomio, Zango, Plivio, Yoraka, Jok Pata, Jomaku, a Focama volume, Chima for the Voodoo, and Berio Kuku, toilet for forming Jobbenue, or here. Jogwenye to aya molo moju to anu kware pe venini le pe me to bajo tu zo pe du woman no te pe ka jopata be le happy e jovon vajo yen jopata o pe fia jopata metrona me gbeda no lo abi fagbe really edina jopata ne no anyi afimia ajolo jọpata jọpata ní àtẹ̀fẹ́ mi yọ̀ ló wọ́n sì mẹ́gbọ́ òjìrí ó tó tọ́gbé dẹ̀ ntẹ̀ àpapẹ́ lulutí zùgbólu àjìmá ògbójúkúlẹ̀ ọdọ́jà ló fẹ́ ń kọ́ mi valenti fafa mẹ́lò valojo nà pẹ́fù àgùsápá tẹ́ mi yọ̀ ló àti gẹ̀lẹ́ mi yọ̀ kóró fojú mi yọ̀ lákẹ́kẹ́kẹ́ àlàáfíà èyí mi yọ̀ àmì gá sísẹ́ gẹ̀jẹ̀ àpapà sísẹ́ rẹ̀ sísẹ́ tọ́gbé gẹ̀jẹ̀ mi dọ́ àgò o me yo brahini me yo bombochi me yo ngbe foli koko mo reke go mi godo kluche kuma ko banga to me le mi yo kuto me na fana me yo tani ko sipoku akuye no nyemere akoso ago ku foni ko geje tasi nya mo si fusi jam ko so abra ko be mama nya gbojo imba to gbe nya go ku ko fi to gbe nya ku bia mensa mama nya dori e pe ngbe pekuno akuto me na fana ni me yo po nya Celestine ya wa ku bia Catherine ku bia foni assist ko jo foni ya be na ku bia akuto me na fana ni e me yo mi asro on bo chicha chifu ku bia Cecilia apenya e ka tepe mensa akuto me na fana ni ya wono tuji bako tuji tamu tuji me yo kini hasa ko nji bara su bara gonana akuto me na fana o yo bako adafri so fa mo agovi bako afacha wa jobe akuto me na fana ni me yo hono le va po hono le be abada to ya maze me yo akuto me na fana ni me to gana ni tre tu le jita to ya Abraham jivenu le chame to fia to Simon Kabile abenya na si agoti me akuto me na fana ni yo Daniel vie pamarele agbare le Nigeria me yo amaga koku anatovi me yo happy akoswa daji kutomo na fana melo o me yo trevi bio yo Abraham bio beje ku ya be bio po ije le bachu na ngwa teshi ngwa bio ma teshi bio kutomo na fana melo o me yo abochi sakra kama cho aba be adogo okotoko lido nko kuruma ku ambo ngbe to be yo ale acho o franta mani o fifini nguma bisinkra o kofito jabaku o cho tu akofi o cho he kofi atra kable me yo mi activity o me yo to be ahungba to me gba vodu to ra ho bi me azapa za ku no khoto ko shi no khoto bubul mani at the ground de tu agba me yo ra keke na do agbo yo hala mata hala au sa be fia ni don ko menga abochi me yo ra keke da ya me yo didi fe no poto yo kale me no poto yo za no poto yo ki me no poto awu da ba me chi aba ba gwen pe vi wa da pe na ha ngwagwe yi me biara na me sese plan be didi yo fa na go no fa gbo ma je so ko pe to mo so le na da pa bi me ya pali be meji eku meji woli meji di meji lo so meji woli meji abla meji akra meji gonda meji sa meji kana meji trupe meji tula meji lete meji chi meji fu meji pali chi tula me yo kle ba bi de ko pa to ba lo bo to ba de ngane apu ine di lo to we nye gba no na nye gba no to mo na lo no fu ile ma fu ile ni to ji tu nye yo america ko le me yo me apa ti dagbe. Yes, we are ready to go now. So, thank you, and let me start from YouTube. We have a Togbe Jigbezan so saying greetings and good day, Papa Bokor Enuledo. Good day to you, Enuledo na Togbe Jigbezan America Medenanu Edo. Thank you very much. And then we have and then he said, I hope you and the rest of the AMT are doing well today. We are in high spirits today. I think last week it was terrible, but this week, because of the internet, is better than last week. We are feeling good, and my health also has improved, so I'm okay. And then we have Shamba Muhammad. He said, good afternoon, Papa. Hello, good afternoon, Shamba. How are you? How is everything with you? I hope you are fine. My regards to your mother and everybody. Thank you for everything. Yes, and we are going from YouTube. We are going to African Magic Temple on Facebook. We have a Jar Favor. Say, blessed Sunday, Papa. Hello, Jar Favor. How are you? Thank you very much for joining the today's section. I hope you are fine. And then we have Jesse Rodrigo. Rodrigo saying that hello my brother, many blessings to you and your family. Thank you very much, Jesse. How are you? How is your family? I hope everyone is fine. Then we have Ashui Nyanywe escape. Okay, Ashui Nyanywe Ashur. What is it? Is it Ashui? Ashui Nyanywe Escape. Yeah, okay. Thank you very much. Greetings to you, Bokor. Hello, Nyanyue. How are you? Thank you very much for joining the section. Then we have again Jesse Rodrigo. Say, if you don't mind me asking, my brother, what is the cost of Voodoo initiation? Okay, at Africa Magic Temple, there are so many Voodoo we have. So when you say Voodoo initiation, it is simply like a general thing, and I cannot say this Voodoo, this is how much it costs, JC. But we have from Voodoo initiation from as little as $1,000 to up to $10,000, depending on what Voodoos you want to be initiated into. Yes, we have so many different Voodoos, and we have our AMT, or African Magic Temple core Voodoos that you can get initiated into. There are some Voodoos which are like Manuata Voodoo, Asiyo Voodoo, Voodoos for opening the eyes, and all kind of Voodoos that we have. So there is no a general price for a Voodoo initiation. If you want to know the Voodoos, you can call me or send me a message and ask me if you are initiating into Togwe Jokpata, how much is it? If you are initiating into Togwe Akanyi, how much is it? If you are going to be initiated into Abraxas, how much is it? If you want to be initiated into Alajadu, how much is it? So we have so many Voodoos, and each Voodoo has its own items that you will use in initiating. But our initiations ranges from as low as $1,000 up to more. Okay, that's what I would say. Thank you very much, Asuri. Is it Jesse? Okay, thank you very much for that question. We are now on TikTok, and we have churches saying, please, I want to join you. You have already joined. Once you are here, you have joined it, because we don't have any group where it is like a church, like there's no group that you come and join and become a member. There's no membership of African Magic Temple. Once you are here, you are part of us. Ask the questions and the things you are. We don't worship. We are not a shrine that worship anything. We don't worship. So it's not like, okay, worship with you. No, that is a religion. We are not religious people. We are spiritualists. We teach people individually, and they relate to their God individually. So when I am here, like this platform, it is for you to ask questions and greetings and things that you cannot understand about Voodoo. Then we explain them to you. But there's no group like what you will have to join and become a member, because we don't do worshiping here. We are teachers, and we teach individuals. Thank you very much, churches. And churches went on to say good evening to you. I think that's the first message that came. Thank you very much, churches. And then we have please, I want to join your prayer group, please. We are not a prayer group. I'm very sorry. We are not a religion. We are not a religious organization that we have a prayer group whereby you have prayer warriors and prayer servants. No, we don't have them. A warrior and which one again? If somebody is a warrior, opposite of a warrior is who? Slave. Eh? Oh, I don't think it's slave. Warrior, it should be. I don't know. So we don't have churches. We don't have a prayer group, and we don't do those things. What we do at African Magic is a practicality. We don't believe in prayers. We pray, we call our ancestors, but we follow up on the practical aspect of what to do to make changes in nature. That's the work African Magic Temple does. So it's not a group of prayer members, and where people will be talking plenty. Here we do rituals. And when I say rituals, we are not talking about killing human being or anything, because people don't really understand. The English word is ritual. We, in our language, we call it vosa. And vosa can be only pouring water on a stone. That can be a vosa. A vosa can be, they will tell you that go to church and then go and listen to pastor teaching and you contribute money and come back home. That is also vosa. But then the English, closest English language or word to it is ritual. That's why we are using that word, ritual. So we don't have any group or any prayer. But if you want to know what is happening in your life, you can do spiritual consultation and find out what is going on in your life, and we will guide you on what to do to change the situation in which you are. That's what the African Magic Temple represents. Thank you. And then I think it's the same person. Say, Papa Bokor, please, I want to join your prayer group. There's no group to join. We don't have a prayer group. I'm very sorry. You are not very far from the truth, but that's what is presented to everybody all the time, that if you go to you join a prayer group, then things will change. People have been praying for how long until today? It's very, very, it's not very positive to say that, oh, we went to join a prayer group and our problems were solved. The pastor's problem will be solved. Yours will not be solved like that. I'm sorry to say, but that's the truth. Yes, and then we have my soul. GH is following the host. King whatever. King Solo 660 following the host, and Justice is a Togbi Enuledo. Justice Enuledo. Amerikama dena nudo woli wofu Enuledo now ha akpe. Thank you very much. And then we have churches, I think it's the same. Okay, so please, can I come to sing and worship? We don't worship. We don't worship. There's nothing to worship. Yeah, we don't worship anything. If you worship anything, you worship in your heart, in your house. We don't do worshiping in our group. There's nothing to worship. Yeah, God is supreme, and that's what we all pay homage to. But then there's nothing like you are worshiping. You can do that in your house. Everybody can do worshiping anytime, anywhere. You don't need to come to the shrine to come and do worshiping. I'm sorry, but that's the truth of our organization. And then we have my soul GSA. I'm with you, Baba. Thank you very much, my soul. My soul GH. Thank you very much for being with us. Then churches say, I need cleansing, please. How much, please? Yes, that is what questions you have to ask churches. What you will do is that we have our number in our profile. Take the number and then call and make the enquiries. That's what I would say. Take the number and make enquiries, and when you do, they will guide you and tell you what you should do. And then churches say, I am also an Ewe man from Hokwe, but now at Takwa, the Lali is my name. Okay, the Lali Akpe, thank you very much. So call our number in the profile and the office will respond to you, and you can ask all the questions you want to ask and they will give you guidelines. Thank you, the Lali Akpe Kakakaka. Yes, let's go on, and then I think that's the last one there. Okay, so let's see on Revolution Vodu. Is there anything there? Okay, so we have on Revolution Vodu education is live now, and then that Jesse Rodrigo is saying thank you, and thank you to Jesse. And then Jesse went on to say, so you will have to initiate into every deity that you would want to be initiating to. Correct, yes. If you want to be initiated into a particular Voodoo, when the consultation is done and the Voodoo agrees that you can be initiated into it, then you will be initiated into it. So it is not just like getting initiated into a Voodoo. Voodoo is not just one single simple thing. Voodoo is thousands and millions of things. So it is the one that you want to be initiated into is the one into which you will be initiated, if that is correct. Then he said, I thought it was a general initiation into. I thought it was a general initiation into the practice of voodoo, and then that you will continue on by receiving your deities that you, of course, must pay for each and one. No, there is no general initiation into voodoo. Maybe some other people are doing it like that, that they have a general initiation into voodoo, because there's nothing like general. You can only be initiated into a specific voodoo, and it is the ones that you are initiated into is the one that you will be introduced into, because the initiation is the introduction of you to the voodoo. So that's what it is. So there's no general initiation. However, if you choose to be initiated into voodoo, like African Magic Temple voodoo, which we call the AMT voodoo, which is the patron voodoo of our shrine. Yeah, there are 3 of them in one, which when you are initiated into it, it opens doors for you and take you into the psychic plane to start experiencing spirituality and a real connection to the psychic way, just like having your network on your mobile device, and when you are connected, you can easily receive and make calls to wherever it is. So when you are initiated into African Magic Temple voodoo, there are 3 in one, the 3 voodoos in one, and when that is done, you will have a direct connection to the spirit world that you can work with. It is most of the time, it's instant, and you will be able to have a connection, and then from there onwards, you can now connect to your spiritual world without our presence or anybody else. It is you and your God. Okay, we have a Nana Hima Dodu, so watching and learning yet to visit, but definitely this week will come. Thank you very much, Nana Hima. I'm very grateful that you've joined us and you are watching. I'm very, very grateful. Hope the whole family is fine. We will be expecting you. Anytime you are ready, just give us a call and we will attend to you. Thank you. Then Jesse Rodriguez, okay, I see how much is the Magical Temple initiation cost. Okay. Okay, I see. How much is the Magical Temple initiation cost? To be initiated into the voodoos at the African Magic Temple, we have so many, but the main AMT voodoos, we take $5,000 to initiate you into these 3 voodoos. Thank you. But before that initiation, there will be other things that you may do, like removal of negative destiny and all these things, in order to be able to receive the psychic interference, expectations, and all these things. Because when there are certain things blocking your way, if those things are not removed and you got initiation, sometimes you get it instantly. Sometimes it will take time for you to get it. But all the same, whichever you are initiated into, you will begin to experience your spiritual awakening and spiritual practicality. Thank you. And then we have Michael Michelle say, Alafia Baba to you and your family and others watching around the world. May we all gain spiritual insight and apply it properly. Ashe, to note, Baba, YouTube is acting up when it is like live session. Okay. It's acting up when it is live session. I can't see it lately. It is acting up when it says live session. It doesn't allow me to see it, so I decided to use Facebook, and hopefully I will be able to continue to be live watching as I enjoy doing. I will contact you YouTube support group to determine the cost Ashe certified. Thank you very much, Michael Michel. Thank you. Okay, no, when we are transmitting here, we cannot tell what is going on until we somebody who is listening would tell us. And it's very good you have just alerted us that that's what is happening on YouTube. Our technical team will check up with YouTube and want to find out why it is so. But I'm very grateful. I hope you are fine. It's been a while. Thank you so much, Michael, and take care of yourself. Hope you and your loved ones are good. Thank you very much. Then we have Jesse Rodrigo. So, okay, that's it. And I would love to come to your temple and become part of it. Jesse, you are always welcome. Thank you. And then we have our Bokor Echo there. It's a Bokor, a call stone. It's a Bokoga Enuledo. Bokor Enuledo. America Madena Nudo. Oliwofu. Thank you very much, Bokor Echo. How was your trip? Are you back in town? Okay, if you are back, please let us know. Hope you are fine. Please send in some questions so that others can learn too. Thank you very much. Okay, so now we will continue playing the videos. Okay, if we have some other one. Today the network is much better. People are joining. It's good. Okay, we have Justice, please, Ewe Vodu. Yes, we have Afa. Afa is okay, Afa is also a voodoo in a way we will say, but we don't really consider it as a voodoo, but it is a voodoo. So when you want to get initiated into Fa, there's so many processes to go through. So when you have interest, please call us so that we can give you the breakdown on what it is like. Thank you very much. So I think that's all that we have now. So please play the videos from last week, Tuji's videos, and do we have any new things to put? Yesterday's one. Then that one is on Sairam's phone. So you pick some points from there. If you want to add it, just add some into it, and we'll wait when the questions come. There we go.
Oh, I can take it from every angle.
I can take going around.
That anyway, I'm doing another woman call me doing no darkness. I bet you feel like a woman. But clear.
Who can hear that is over? Okay. Okay, kutokuwa togono kula hihia. Kutoku togo la no kula hihia. Amaya le jalo. Ale jalo. Zadale tia.
Woroje. Na matoko to kwa bo.
Ba no jano ba puta.
Na matoko to kwa bo.
Ofa. E poto. Eni ya tuge papa.
Apo yo mete mo apo. Apo yo.
Ode e yichere nana.
E du abete ni yo.
Shima, makimu mazima. Eli drank ba ko bina kasi adui. Pani na hala tim ho. Akwa, oduro la ke ya na.
Tetama.
Tetia afadu awo. Yo nyi yo. Me recording no lo. Esi ke ko.
Stone ya lo pepe.
But dot ever. Red dot ever.
Elle recording. Red dot ever. Elle recording. Elle recording. Afadu awo kera ya pa nka etreka keji. Afadu yo no wi ade betini. Yo to believe boy.
Ashi ho kokwe. Ashi ya re bokumo ko.
Então Spain I don't know how ama
Ya acabou.
Ede.
Afadu ama
We are there. Ede.
Só que nada me pera.
Nema tu va pas te mettre aussi qu'on est peuple
Só faz do tetele de cada uma para.
Anabe akwera ro.
Deixa no de uma para. Ya canti didi.
Olha lá.
Olha.
Ya kan.
A canti aqui. Para.
Eu acho.
Vai conter. Do que é, pô. Não te fa.
Ni logo de mala.
Não ya tá tu.
Não cobre.
Minha tu.
Do que é, quoi.
Não cantiu.
Não cantiu.
Minha tu. Vai eu como na mere. Agora não ande minha bete nem me nome. Me o abano de o abano mosare.
Eu não mais que.
Uma tão minuto.
Eu botar meu ver.
A dona Ana.
Ah.
O mito bete.
André ko yiri.
André ko.
André ko.
Muito iredi.
Como foi quando era para isso. O nada não tem. É bom, Tô preparado.
Então, metade tu. Se quando pepe que é metade. Metade tu bem galo. Ya le mepe.
Ago. Tapi no. Kita berfuma. Itu boleh fino. Boleh fino. Kita berfuma. Aku ya toh nana. Kita toh nana. Benar. Sofa flowers.
Oh, mau benar. O kofi to jara ko. Ya mati mi ako nkora.
Kofi to jara ko.
A kofi atra.
Kofi atra.
Ni gatie.
Da fora.
Teti bele wa.
Ogele jijire la.
Adele. Moluka. A kofi to jara ko to kofi to he kofi.
Kofi to jara ko to kofi to he kofi.
O krati de te bubu ya wo. Leyi. Kofi to le mala gbe do na ko leyi le ma. Leyi. O krati de te bubu ya wo. Kofi to a kofi atra. Lui.
John professor.
Nei betakuma.
Nei betakuma. Kofito jabako.
Kofito jabako so kofi. Ele kama. Nei. Kofito jabako. O so kofi.
Nei.
Ele. Kwela beya. Na bawa sala, vai tambe ni wala. Ojo. Ele wo me gadia kojo.
Ele manya o imase to kota.
Melio ko baba tabari ba.
Ale.
Aya.
Le kama le kale.
Kale.
Si tole.
Si
tole.
So gale dara ni.
No cho gale dara ro ba.
Kofito jabako.
O so jawe mi. Nei. Confitra. Nei. Confitto jabako. Confitra.
Okay, so we are going back to the questions, and that question is coming from JC Rodrigo. He said, I am initiated into Palo Mayombe, and I am a Tata, which is basically a priest. So I just wanted to know, will it affect the spirits that are already with me, or would they be able to work together? Okay, just see. You see, the word Palo Mayombe, it's also voodoo, but from a different cultural base. And it's also, I think it's also African. You see, the word voodoo in the Ewe, among the Ewe people, which are the original people of what the word voodoo came from. Voodoo simply means spirit. So when you are doing a spiritual practice, or you are working with a spirit from India, for instance, in our Ewe culture, we will call that voodoo India voodoo. What does that mean? We are simply saying it is Indian spirit. So when you are practicing Palo, which is mostly from Congo or East Africa or Central Africa, that was brought into the diaspora and now called Palo Mayombe or Palo, or whatever they call it, Congo or whatever. It's the same thing. It's voodoo, it's a spirit. So there is no conflict between working with spirits from a different cultural or traditional background with what Eves do. The word voodoo simply means spirit. However, before you get initiated into a new voodoo, it's just like getting married to a new wife. You must first inform your first wife, or the wives that are with you, or the voodoos that you are working with, or the spirits that you have been working with. You must inform them and tell them that you are trying to get another spirit to work with them. And they will give you an understanding of how you will have to invite that spirit, or how you have to work with that spirit in order for them to be able to work together. They have been showing some videos. We showed it last week, and we are also showing it this week again. This was the video about me getting this magical mirror, or this magical voodoo, or the seeing voodoo for seeing. And when I went to get this voodoo, I did not inform the voodoos that were with me. I just went in and was paying money from time to time until the day they were going to do the voodoo for me, or the final initiation. But during that initiation into this mirror, the first one that was made for me, got broken. Not that anybody hit it, but I was just holding in my hand, and the mirror cracked into two inside the whole thing. And my teacher had to inquire from his voodoo why the mirror has cracked. because it's not like it fell or somebody hit it or we are doing it. I was just holding it in my hand and then it cracked. So upon consultation, it was found out that I have a voodoo in my house that I work with. And when I was coming to take this one, I did not inform them that this voodoo is coming to work together. So my teacher advised me to go back to inform my voodoos that I'm going to get a new voodoo to work together. And when I came back and told my voodoos, oh, this is what had happened, and I was sorry that I did not inform them, they told me the things I should do for them. I did it, and then I got the mirror. I brought it back, and since then I've been working with the mirror, and my voodoos have also been working together with the mirror. So when you have a voodoo and you want to get another voodoo, you must inform your voodoo first and let them know that you are getting new thing. That is all that there is. And if they think that it is okay, they can work with that voodoo, then you can put them all together. But if they cannot work with that voodoo, then you cannot put them all in the same place, but you will find a way to work with it. Because I have some voodoos also, when I was getting another voodoo, they told me that they will not stay together with that voodoo in the same room or in the same shrine. So I have to create a different shrine for that one. So when I'm working that voodoo, I go and work that one. And then when I want to work these ones that I had before, I work with them. This is how voodoo is. So voodoos or spirits are just like when a man decides to marry a woman or a woman decides to marry a man. If you have any man if you are a woman and you have any man in your life and you wanted to move on to another man, you may have to inform that man that, oh, I have interest in another man than you. And then if that man agrees that, okay, you can go, then you go. If the man doesn't agree, then you have to come to an understanding. So that is how voodoo is. The same thing is with a man marrying a new wife. And because in our culture, we are a polygamous culture. We are not white people. We are not from Europe. It's only Europeans who have their one man, one wife theory. It is not the same with our tradition. Africans don't have that. So when you want to marry a new wife, the best is to inform your old wife that you are going to marry a new wife. Of course, usually your wife is not going to agree. But if you are able to compensate her and make her feel happy, then maybe she will give you the opportunity. Yeah. So this is what it is. Thank you for that question, Rodrigo. I'm very grateful. And then we have Ashui Nyanyui Escape. He said, please, do you need initiation to be able to connect with your Togbezikpi? No, you don't need initiation to be connected to your Togbezikpi because your Togbezikpi is already running in your DNA. You don't need any initiation. Your Togbezikpi is already running in your DNA. What is Togbezikpi? Togbezikpi is is it culminating point or converging point of all your ancestors who had passed on, and all of you who are related on a bloodline to that ancestor who had made the Togbezikpi. You all have access and the right to the Togbezikpi. Though it is not everybody that they will expose the Togbezikpi to, for one reason. If you are going to be a chief one day on that Togbezikpi, you are not allowed to be seeing it before one day they make you a chief on it. That for this reason, most of the time, they can pray to the Togbezikpi for you, but they will not let you see it. But then if you are a person who will not have anything to do with chieftaincy whatsoever, then you may be able to see it if the people who are in charge allow you to see it. But most often, because they don't know who will become a chief on the stool when the need be, so they will prevent you from seeing it. But you don't need any initiation to
connect with your tongue. Basically, all you need is to ask your elders to teach you how to connect to the tongue. Basically, thank you. And then we have Rodrigo putting a question marks there. I don't know what it means. Maybe we weren't answering his question. Say, yes, I agree. I just wanted to know what your thoughts were. Thank you very much. I'm very grateful. Thank you too. And then we have Jesse again say that, wow, it's crazy that it's exactly what I was going to ask you about the magical mirror. Yes, it is. Yeah, that's how I got it. And I had to ask permission from my other Vodus before they allowed the magical mirror to come and work with us together. And Jesse said, no, there's one. What is it? He said, I'm very drawn to it for some reason. I don't know why. Okay, yeah, because it's a Voodoo on its own, so it is very easy or definitely sure that you can be drawn to it. Thank you. And then we have Asui Nyanyui say, oh, thank you so much, Bokoga. Thank you to Nyanyui Akpe. JC Rodrigo says, I have been watching you for a long time, and ever since the beginning, for some reason, I feel very strongly as if I need to meet with you. For what reason, I don't know. But that feeling has lasted for a very long time, and I hope that someday soon I will be able to come visit you and your temple. Jesse, you are very much welcome. Anytime you want to visit, you are welcome to visit. Spirituality, it's when it is real, it attracts and draws people near. Because what we practice at African Magic Temple are things that I personally have gone through, practice, and master it, and then I teach. I don't tell stories or teach things that I personally have not experienced. Maybe that's what is drawing you to our shrine, our temple. Thank you very much for that statement. I'm grateful. Okay, so I think Papa, I've had several people ask me what it means when a spirit says they belong to them or to be a wife of a spirit. I know we didn't always interpret the language of spirit correctly. Okay, you see, in Ewe spirituality or in Ewe Vodu, the word asi, as in Central Ewe Vodu, asi, A-S-I, asi. And then I think if we are talking about Southern Voodoo of the Anglo language, they will call it ashi. But we in the Central Ewe will call asi. So when they call somebody Voodoo si, it is saying that it means that the person is married to the Voodoo, or the Voodoo is married to the person. That's why they will call you Voodoo si. Or a tron si. A tron also is another word for spirit in Vedome or Central Ewe. Because we don't use the word Voodoo very much. We use tron or bobo, as I said many times in my teachings. So when they call you a tron si, means you are married to the spirit, or the spirit is married to you. So when you see someone called Mami Watasi or Mamisi, means the person is literally married to a Mami, or a spirit of the river or water spirit. So you hear the name Mamisi, ehun si, which would mean that you are married to spirit. Ehun is another name for spirit in Ewe language. So we have so many names depending on the dialect of the Ewe dialect we call spirit. The most common is the Vodu that everybody speaks about. But we have Bokor, we have Tron, all this, and we have Mami and all the things. So whenever you are with a spirit or working with spirit, our people will literally say you are married to the spirit. So that is how it is interpreted in our language. And by mentioning the name Mamisi or Husi, automatically it is understood in Ewe. You don't need to explain anything, but it is because people who do not speak Ewe do not know the way our words are formed and the understanding of our language. That's why it becomes very difficult whether the person is a wife or husband or whatever. For us, the name, every name is wife. Yeah. So yes, once you are working with a spirit and a spirit is working with you and it is working well, you are literally regarded as the wife of the spirit, or the spirit being your wife. Yeah, that's what it is in Ewe language. And Togbeji Bezan Sosoka said, could you please give some insight? I told them I would ask my elder. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. So the word in Ewe is wife. So when you are married, they say you are married to spirit. Just when you are working with a particular spirit, that's the way people will call you. You will see some people, they call them Amegasi. But then in the Anglo area or the southern Ewe dialect, they will say Amegashi. Of course, it is the same in Vedoma. We will say Amegasi. And what is Amega? Amega means big man. And who is a big man in this case? If you have a Vodu, that is a very big Vodu that a person works with, and out of respect, they start to call that Vodu Amega. If that Vodu possesses somebody, or someone is initiated into that Vodu and the Vodu start possessing the person or working with the person, automatically they will call you Amegasi. And then in the Anglo area, they will call you Amegashi. But then now the Amegashi becomes some people's family name, because probably in the olden days, their ancestors were dealing with a bigger Voodoo. And then today, a group of people call themselves Amegashi. Whether they are having the same Voodoo or how their initiation take place before they call them Amegashi. I am not from the southern part of Ewe land, so I will not be able to know why and how they call them Amegashi. But in the Ewe literal understanding, Amega is a big man. And then if you are doing a Voodoo work, the bigger Voodoo within your shrine is what is Amega, or a big person. That's how you refer to it, out of respect. But then there is also some Vodus like Voodoo Dudu or Badu, who so many people call it Amega. So maybe when you are initiated into that Voodoo and the Voodoo start working for you, you can be called Amegasi or Amegashi as it is. But then there may be other many Voodoos that people will regard it as Amega in their shrines or within the community. And when you are initiated into such Voodoo, automatically they will say you are married to the Voodoo. To every Voodoo that you are initiated into, and once the Voodoo start working with you and you are seeing the benefits and other people are seeing the benefit, people can choose to call you the name of that you are married to that Voodoo, because you have become a partner. Let's say the marriage in this sense is like you are partnering with that particular spirit, because the spirit is a spirit and you are human, but you are working together, so you are partners. So that is what the marriage or wife is. It has nothing to do with sex or whatever, but it is just partnership with the spirit world and the physical world. Thank you. What is that? It's an Shamba Bokor Shamba Muhammad say, Papa, please, can I take initiation for Abochi? Yes, everybody can take initiation for Abochi, but Abochi's initiation is very long. It's not like one single time. The process of getting all the important herbs together and then getting that herbs and then binding the herbs into becoming a voodoo. All the things must be proper, and then the initiation will take place by putting the metals in your head through voodoo incantation, where they cut metals and with the incantation and everything, and with the permission of the voodoo you are going Abochi, the metals go into your head, and then the metal that goes into your head becomes an antenna to be able to scan the world events and situations, so that you can be able to get the results, just like a satellite in the sky. And then when that is done, before you go to the initiation, another part of the initiation is to go and sleep on the grave of someone who had at one time in life who had worked with the mirror. Because the truth about mirror is it is pure necromancy, where you will connect with people who died, and these dead people will be able to find information for you and then bring it back to you, and you now relate with the information that you have gotten from the ghosts, and then you tell people, and when they follow it to go and see whether it is true, it is always 100% accurate. So to get initiation into Abochi is okay, but it takes time. I don't have a problem initiating you into Abochi, but you must understand that it takes time to get it, because I myself, it took me a long time, and we had to do a lot of consultations and readings from different voodoo Bokors or Afa Bokors all over to find out that will I be able to get it when the initiation is done? Will the Abochi be able to work with me? And then, of course, when we went to all these places, the Afa confirmed that the Abochi will work with me, and truly so. When I was finally initiated, and Tobe Jopata, which is one of my deities, patron deities in my shrine, first he did not agree, but when I went and asked permission and he agreed, then Abochi started working with me. So for me, if I'm not even with the mirror, I can be anywhere, and the moment I tune in, the antenna in my mind, or in my head, not my mind, the antenna in my head will start to find me the information I want, just like a satellite. So yes, you can be initiated into Abochi. It's a very interesting thing, but the truth is that I have never initiated anybody into Abochi yet. My children have been asking me to initiate them, but it's a very long process, and the person must be also compatible with Abochi in such a way that they should be able to be hearing and seeing already, so that it makes it easier for the Abochi to work with you. The camera, okay. It is changing again. Okay. So Shamba, for sure, why not? You can be initiated into Abochi. I think you have watched the videos of the initiation. It is not a child's play. Some parts were not inside the videos because those parts were a bit of secrecy, so we didn't cover them, but these parts were for the public, so that's why those parts were covered. If you notice, Bokor Shamba, for this reason I have built the shrine the tomb of my teacher and father, my spiritual father, Bokor Tuji. I buried him inside a house, or a room. I built a room and buried him in, for this very reason, that in the future, when I want to initiate people and they need to sleep on the grave, they don't need to go and sleep on a grave outside, but it will be a room where at least, even if they are not totally comfortable, they can have a roof over their head when they are going through that initiation process. So the shrine or the tomb of Togbe Tuji is there for this very purpose. When people in the future, I will have to initiate people into Abochi, because I believe now that in Togbe Tuji's line, I'm the only one who has that Abochi that I'm using from him directly, and I'm using it now. So I should be the person who will be able to initiate people into it. Thank you very much, Bokor. And then we have our sister Charlotte Panel. He says, good morning, Papa and AMT. Happy you are back. Papa, how do Voodoo traditionalists handle bipolar episodes? Thank you. Okay, for us, the bipolar episodes, the way people call it, may not be called bipolar in our language. That's why in Voodoo, we do reading and spiritual consultation to find the source of any problem. So if someone is a bipolar, means if the person is cool at one time and it is something else at a different time. The reading or the consultation should be able to tell whether the person is being influenced by an outside energy, or it is the person whose own energy is behaving like that. And when a reading is done, we will know whether any particular spirit or spirit, but sometimes it could also be a spirit of a person who has died, not necessarily nature spirits. And then the person can have to channel it in a way that the person can use it for the benefit of themselves as well as the benefit of humanity. But then in the West, since it is diagnosed as a bipolar, and the hospital will have to give you medication to control it, we will not give you medication to control it, but rather we will look into it to see what particular entity is trying to come through you. That's why you are 2 persons or 3 persons in one. That's how it's done in our culture. That's how we handle it. And once we know what to do. I'll give you an example of one of my friends who was my carpenter. He'd been my carpenter for a very, very long time, for over 20 plus years. And then at one time, his junior brother, who was a driver, he drives a public transport, was involved in an accident at one time and he died. So they went to pick his body, and they took his spirit as well, his soul, because in our understanding the body is different from the soul or the inner self. So when the physical body is rendered immobile or not to be able to, incapable, that doesn't render the spirit incapable. The spirit is still active, but how will you be able to contact that spirit or use it for your benefit and the benefit of humanity? So when a person dies somewhere, we don't just take only the dead body or the physical corpse and go away. We also take the spirit of the person also from there along with the body. And when we bury the body, 7 days after, we will bury the spirit with the body, so that the body and soul will be in one place. That's how the Ewes do it. So this driver died, and it's my friend's brother. So when he died, I think we are still here. Please come and see which one goes to where, I think. Will it come? Okay, it has come. Okay, I'm learning. So this driver died and they picked his soul. But when they were going to their village, they were picking it from the Accra all the way to their village in the Volta region, which is roughly about 300 plus kilometers from Accra. So on the way, the driver who was driving the car was having some challenges being able to drive his car properly. And then, of course, the elders were in the car also praying and urging the spirit of the corpse to allow them to bring him home. And when they got home, it has to, when they carry his dead body before they enter his father's house, people who carry the dead body had to start running into other people's homes. And it was later found out through spiritual consultation that somebody had actually killed him through voodoo. So after he was buried, his brother or senior brother, who was my carpenter, started getting possession of the junior brother, and he started prophesying. So he left the carpenter job and formed a church. It's a real thing I'm talking about. These are experiences that I have gone through. So he formed a church because he is now prophesying. Whatever he says comes true. So it is his brother's spirit that was trying to work him to find, to make him to have a solution to his death, and then find a peaceful way to make him rest. So that thing I started working him, and he personally thought that he became, God was speaking to him. Yes, I can't say it was not God, because everything after all is God. So people started calling him prophet, and he was really enjoying that moment. So he forgot about his carpentry work. So one day he visited me and was telling me what was happening, and I told him that it is your brother's spirit that is working you, so don't think that it is any spirit. So if you want to be able to put this thing together and work with your dead brother for a long time, there are certain rituals that has to be done so that you can have your brother to work with you as a spirit. But if you don't go through those processes, a time will come when his time is up. He will move away from you and continue his journey somewhere in the spirit world. He didn't believe me. He was enjoying that prophet name and the way people were bringing money and all things to him. After some time, the things started waning off, and he was no more hearing anything. He was no more seeing anything, but the people were still calling him prophet. So he got to a point that he couldn't actually connect with his dead brother anymore. And then he came to me to ask me if there's anything I can do for him so that he can continue. And I told him, no, there's nothing I can do for you, because the time I told you that you should do it, you didn't. You said God was talking to you. There was no God talking to you. It was your dead brother who was actually coming through you and making things as if you were a priest. Or you are not a priest. It's only a possession. So a bipolar and all these things are like that. And if we are going to do it in Voodoo tradition, we will do a reading or a spiritual consultation and find the correct way, and then let the person go through whatever they will go through to correct and fix the situation. That's how we will do it. Thank you very much, Charlotte Panel. I'm grateful for that question. I hope it makes some sense. I don't know whether I had explained it well, but I'm just talking about events and things that are happening in my life. Okay, we are now back on TikTok. We have which one? We have Queen Dela sending us a rose flower ×3. I'm very grateful, Queen Dela. Thank you very much. And then Chechi said, I would like to be Bokor. Say, how do I do that, please? Churches, you can be a Bokor anytime, Delali. But it is about becoming a Bokor is not an easy task. There's a whole lot of things in it. You need to be initiated, and in the initiation, you have to find your own destiny, what you are here in this world to do. If your work is not supposed to be a priest, there is no way even after initiation you will be a priest, because to become a Bokor or to be initiated into Fa, until you are initiated into a Fa, you are not a Bokor. You can be a Huno, or you can be a Humsi, you can be a Mamisi, you can be a Sapatasi, and all these things. But until you are initiated into Fa, you cannot be called Bokor. And it is not everybody who is with any spirit is called Bokor. A lot of time people do not know the difference. A Bokor in our Ewe language is only a person initiated into Afa. And when you are initiated into Afa, you will discover the blueprint of your destiny, and you will know the reason why you are in this world. You can be a carpenter and still be a Bokor, and you will find a way to do your work and be successful in it. Whatever your destiny chose for you in your Afa initiation, that is when you come across that. So if you are interested in becoming a Bokor, then you will have to find a Bokor that is a senior Bokor, or a senior Afa priest, who will do a reading to find out whether you should be or you can be initiated into Fa. And if it is a positive answer, then of course they will tell you the things that you have to bring, then you can be initiated into Fa. So there is nothing wrong if you want to be Bokor. You can. Thank you very much, churches. And then Justice, he said, please, Afa and Ewe and Koku, which one is most powerful? None of them is most powerful. They are all different disciplines. Depending on what you want in your life, that is when you will know which one to be. Afa is the initiation into Afa, where you know your destiny and know how to work with your destiny. And also, if you want to do divination, or to do a reading, or to do consultation with the spiritual world, Afa is one of the best tools to use. And getting initiation into it opens you into learning more about it. However, when you want to do Ewe, not Yevu, but Ewe. Ewe is the oldest cult of the oldest spiritual cult of the Ewe people, called Ewe. And inside Ewe, you get Hebiaso, you get Vodu, you get Anyevo, or you get what do you call it, Ade, and all kind of vodus that are inside Mami, and all things are inside Ewe. So if somebody called themselves Mamisi, even though the person may not be directly initiated into Ewe, but it is he or she is practicing something from Ewe. So when you get initiated into Ewe, you are now exposed to all these vodus, Hebia, Sotanda, and all the other things are inside Ewe. And it is which one you want to work with is what you will be told to work with. And Vodu, or the snake, the divine serpent spirit, is also a Ewe Vodu, or is part of the Ewe. And then Koku Vodu is also another Vodu on its own, where people who like mostly demonstration want to show that they have power, and they demonstrate it. And it's so beautiful that people will see a hot oil on fire, it's burning, and people will put hands into it and be smearing it on their body. That is koku. And then people using hot metal into fire and put it on their tongue, burning their tongue, but nothing is happening to them. They are still normal. And then, of course, people using knife to cut their stomach or their body, sharp knives to cut their body, but nothing is happening to them. These kind of things that I have just described is more common with the Koku Vodu. So it depends on what interest you have in spirituality, and that's how you choose. If your interest is to be able to divine and then look into the future of people and guide them, then Afa may be something that I will advise you to go to. And if you want to be working with thunder and all this and call thunder to strike people or whatever, or to do things that way, then we can say you find a Ewe shrine and get initiated into Ewe. But my fear is I don't know whether people who do not have Ewe roots in their family can be initiated into Ewe. I don't know, because I am not initiated into any initiated into any Ewe shrine, so I cannot tell so much about it. So the same thing with the Koku. I have never been initiated into any Koku, so I cannot tell how Koku is complete. I can only talk about what I see, but not what I have practiced. Maybe you see in our videos where my children and other students use knife to be cutting themselves, but we are not using Koku. We have not been initiated in Koku. We are using Vedome, central Ewe Vodu or Bokor. We are not using Koku or anything at all. It is totally different from Koku, but because those are the warrior spirits in our land that help and guide our people so that when they go to battle, metals or things that can cut may not harm them. And so we in the Vedome, we are not using Koku. Of course, we also have the thunder and all this thing, Jidegbe, and all this thing in our own Evedome Bobo or Evedome Tron. We have them. But then the Koku Vodu is mostly in the southern part of the Ewe land, the Angolon and the Togo, Beni. But me, I am a central Ewe from Vedome. So our area, we have our own things. So it depends on what kind of interest, what interests you in this, what you call it, in spirituality. And then it is on that line you will go. People like to show off that they have power. And then if you are such a person who like to show off that you have power, then maybe Koku will be the best for you. But if you are also interested in being able to divine, to be able to know the future and the past and the present of people, you may choose Afa. And when you want to do other things like commanding thunder, commanding situations that people will see it as wonderful or miracle, as the church may call it, then you may join the Ewe shrine. Yeah. So, but I have never been initiated into Ewe or Koku, but I am initiated into Fa, and I am a Fa Bokor or I'm a Fa priest, so I can talk more on Afa than Ewe and Koku. Thank you very much, Justice, for that question. Then Boss David is saying, wisdom is speaking. Thank you very much, Boss David. I hope you are fine. And then a church is saying at Boss David, yes, oh, he's good. Oh. And then we have Queen Dela sending us thumbs up. Thank you very much. And then we have Extraga saying good afternoon, Papa Christopher. Hello, Estraga. How are you? Thank you very much. How is family? How is everybody? I wish you a very happy Sunday. Thank you very much. And then Chechi say, I'm ready, please. Okay, you can make enquiries from our office number, which is in our profile, and they will give you the guidelines. Thank you very much, Delali. And then I said, how do I do that, please? So call our office and make your enquiries. They will tell you what you should do. Our number is in the profile on the Facebook, on TikTok, and wherever. Then I say, okay, more educated. Thank you. Then please, churches is on. Say, please, which of all this can you help someone to become? Please, I need help. No, churches, as I am saying, I have just explained. It is what I know is what I will teach you. I am not into Koku, and I am not into Ewe. So I am into Fa, and I am into either Bokor, Tron, or Vodu things. Yes, that's what I am into, and that's what I know is what I teach. I don't teach what I don't know. So from my explanation, you will understand that I understand something about Fa, not all. So if you are coming to my shrine, you may come with the idea that you want to be initiated into Fa and know about your own destiny. But if you come into my shrine that you want to be initiated into Koku, or you want to be initiated into Ewe, I will not be able to help you because I have no idea about their initiation and the things that they want. But I have friends who are EWC, who are initiated into Ewe, and then I have seen their initiation took almost 2 years for them to be initiated, which is another way, and you need to control yourself in many things when you start the initiation. Whether you are ready to do that, it is only up to you yourself to know. But I cannot initiate you into Ewe because I am not part of Ewe. I am not part of Koku. I cannot initiate you into Koku either. Thank you very much, Church. Please, I think that's it for what we have here. And then we have a user 714408906666667. So a good old man. Thanks a lot for your calm and clear teaching. I'm very grateful. Thank you too. And then we have Wakanda Jam. Hello, Wakanda Jam. It's been a while. How are you? Setomi, can you please cast your cowries for me? I want to make the right decision about this. Wakanda, if you want to do a reading, do a reading. I don't cast my cowries in my process here for people I have never met. And I have not, I don't do reading for people who do not have direct contact with me. That's not the way I do my things. If you want to do a reading, we have a number there. Call the number, book an appointment, let them do a reading for you, and then you will know the right decision to take. But me here throwing my cowries and telling you, oh yes, what it is. I've never met you before. So how am I going to do a reading for you when I don't know you personally? This African Magic Temple is not a kind of what do they call it? A cheap kind of shrine whereby we just say things that we cannot defend later in our life. When we say it, we must be concretely sure that what we said is the real thing, and we can defend it anywhere, anytime. But not knowing you, not having any contact with you, and me throwing a cowries here and telling you the situation you have, it is positive or it is negative, so I can make the right decision. I'll be deceiving myself, and I'll also be deceiving you. There's a process in our shrine that you have to go through if you want to do a reading. If you pass through that process and everything is fine, you will know that whatever we tell you or we will tell you is the right thing, and you can choose to decide. Then we have a user 71440667 saying, please, any little information on divination. What do you mean by a little information on divination? We do divination in our shrine. If you want to do a divination, book an appointment. We will guide you to what you should do, and we will do a divination for you. We don't come here and start doing divination for people we don't know. If anyone is doing a divination for you and never met you before and have not had any contact with you and is telling you that, oh, next month you are going to get rich, there's a money coming on your way, or oh, the gods are telling me that, oh, you are going to be rich in the future, I tell you, such a person is a scammer, it's a liar. He has never seen you. How can he divine for you? He has never had any personal contact with you, not that you call him and tell him this is your name, that is your name, and you spoke on a particular money or item for him to use for divination for you, and then without knowing you and just come on social media and start telling you about your history. That is a scam. We don't do it at African Magic Temple. Please move on, let's see. Then Wakanda Jam said, okay, and the churches said, please, did this means others are lies on this TikTok or I see. I don't know. I'm not talking about others. I don't go onto other people's platform, and I don't have anything to do with other people's platform. I talk on my platform, and I talk about things that I know. So whether others are telling lie or they are telling the truth, I cannot ascertain that one here. What I say here, I am always here to defend it. If I'm not here to defend it, my children and my students are here to defend it. So I don't talk about other people because I don't know them. I have no dealing with them. So that's not the kind of person that I am, and that's not the kind of shrine organization that I form. We don't talk about others. What we know is what we talk about. What we experience is what we talk about. We don't talk about others. So we don't know whether others are telling lie or telling the truth. It is you yourself who will go experience it, and then you will find out for yourself if they are telling lie or they are telling the truth. We are not the one who are going to say that somebody is telling lie or telling the truth. No, that's not our work. Our work is to tell you what we know and teach you what we know. We don't teach you about other people. Thank you. And then we have Dan Chris Kiddy. He said, Papa, how are you doing today? Oh, hello, Dan Chris. We are fine. And how are you too? It's been a while. We haven't seen you for a while. Thank you for coming on the program. Very grateful. I hope you are well and everybody around you is fine. Thank you very much. And then we have Mr. Townsend. Mr. Townsend, he said, how are you? Hope much for initiation into Afa, and how much for initiation into Afa and Vodu? There is so much money to spend for Afa and Vodu. If you are interested in getting initiation, call our number, make your inquiries. They will tell you how much it is. Thank you, Mr. Townsend. Then churches say, I will come for same of your God and saved. Why? Say, I'll come for my God. Some of your God and saved. Okay, we don't just give our gods out. We don't give our spirits out like that. But you ask questions on our number. They will tell you what things you want to know. That's why I say make your inquiries, personal and private. They will discuss with you. Thank you. I think we are done with that one. Okay. Okay, we have It's okay. Charlotte Panel, you say thank you, Papa. Your explanation was very clear. And thank you very much, Charlotte. Thank you very much for the question. Others are learning. We are all learning from this. I'm very grateful. Then Michael Michel said, as I hear the question being asked to you, Baba, as to destiny, it reminds me of Odu Otula Meji. Okay, yes, Odu Otula Meji. And then it relates that Otula is the foundation of an individual sense of destiny and the purpose in the world. And that is, it deals with the use of the tongue and the vehicle of Ofo Ashe, and where incantations are born. It deals with mystic visions. Question is, can Ofo Ashe, power of our words, still assist us with our destiny direction? Okay, in the first place, Michelle, the question is that I don't know what is Ofo Ashe. That is more of Ifa and Yoruba. And I believe very strongly that it has a very beautiful meaning and understanding. But I am practicing Ewe Afa, not Yoruba, Orisha, or Ifa. There is the same thing, but it's a little bit different because of the languages and the culture base. So, Ofo Ashe, as I understand, you are talking about destiny and this thing. Yes, in Afa, we believe, we know that when you get initiated into Afa, you come in contact with your destiny and the things that your destiny has brought you into this world. And if you are, bring it down, I want to read. If, go down small. No, I want to see the top, what they said. If Tula Meiji spoke about the foundation of an individual sense of destiny, which is generally in Afa, it's not only in Tula Meiji, but the Afa oracle itself, or the Afa divinity, or the Afa, what would I call it, deity as a whole, it spoke about destiny. It is all about your destiny and how you can achieve the purpose of your destiny on this earth or in this lifetime. And it is because of destiny a lot of things have gone wrong in so many other people's life, because it could be in your destiny that when you marry a woman, you will never, a woman will never stay with you. So when you marry, you will be nice to your wife or to your husband, but then somewhere along the way, with a little misunderstanding, the man will leave you or the woman will leave you. And when you find another woman, it will be the same. But you, being a human being, without knowing what is in your destiny, will be taking it, either it is the woman who has made a mistake or who is not good, or you who, as a person who is making the mistake. That's why women are not staying with you. Community and the social people around you, the society will be saying that it is not you, it is you who is not good, or the woman is not good for you. This is a question of destiny. But when you get initiated into Fa, or maybe into Ifa, you will come around across your the path of your destiny and the blueprint of your destiny. And then if it is written in your destiny that you will be in this world, but you will not have a woman to stay with you as a wife, not because you are bad or the woman is bad, then Afa will also give you the direction that do this, do this, do this, and change that destiny to become more positive for you. So it is getting initiated into Fa, not necessarily the Tula Meiji. Tula Meiji may be one of them, because Tula has something to do with destiny. So when it is Meiji, then there is something in there. So definitely what you are saying is right. So it is our destinies what guide us to where we are today. And if our destinies are not in a very good position and the negative destiny is stronger than the positive destiny, it leads us into situations that we finally find ourselves in a position we don't want. That is what it is. So definitely, if Ofo Ashe, as you are saying, incantations are born, because definitely in every Afa initiation there are certain incantations, there are certain words and mystic words that invoke the spirit world into the physical plane to interact with this physical plane. Okay, move up now. The question is, can Ofo Ashe power of our words still assist us with our destiny direction? Yes, of course, if it is properly given to you and explained properly to you, and then you know how to use it. Why not? It will definitely help you to deal with your destiny by your tongue, and it is through this. And then I said, give you yes, and then it will give you proper. For those who are not initiated into Fa, based on their circumstances, where the position does not allow no type of assistance into any spiritual growth and development stages. What and how can these types of people really know their destiny or purpose in life? It is very difficult if you have not been initiated to know the purpose of your destiny, and due to circumstances you are restricted or far away from where you can get this initiation. But then there are so many other ways that have been designed by especially Ewe Vodu and Ewe Afa, that when a reading is done for you, which you can be anywhere in the world and a reading can still be done for you. And then if the question is asked, just like you are asking, that those people who cannot have access to initiation due to their conditions, or cannot due to their distance, and maybe sometime due to their financial conditions, how do they approach their destiny and get a purpose in life? When this question is posed to or posted to Afa during a reading or spiritual consultation or divination, definitely Afa will tell you what they should do for you that will help you to come in contact with your destiny somehow. It may not be a total decision, but it will start to tell what should be done for you, and things will start working in your favor. Because there are so many things that can be done even when people are physically not present. But then this all would depend on the divination, consultation, or spiritual reading. That is where such a question can be answered, because me as a human being, I will not be able to answer that question completely. But when you consult Afa or consult divination tools, there must be a way that Afa will definitely tell you what to do to overcome the challenges that you are actually facing. Thank you, Michael Michel, for that question. I'm very grateful. You did ask a very beautiful question. And then we have DJ A say, hi sir, please, who is Ewe? Not is who is Ewe, what is Ewe? Ewe is the cult of the Ewes. It's a spiritual cult of Ewe people. It's called Ewe. There's a group of people, then they have, that's why the people who are born in the Ewe family, they will tell you they have a Ewe shrine. And Ewe shrine is also a shrine where they have vodus like Vodu Edda, which is the divine serpentine spirit. And then there is the Tohono, which is the thunder. Then there is the Anyevo, which is also what do you call it, rainbow. And then we have Mami, which is common thing, everybody know Mami Wata. And then there is the Togbe Ade, which is the spirit of the hunter. And then there are so many other Ewe Vodus that is inside Ewe. But as I said earlier, I myself have never been initiated into Ewe. I am an outsider hearing stories from people, but then I have not even sat anybody down specifically to ask questions about Ewe, because for me, I don't think I am ready now to be initiated into Ewe, so I don't go asking questions. Maybe in the future, when I feel that I am ready to be initiated into Ewe, I'll ask questions. So that's why I don't know so much about it, because I don't have my interest there at the moment. I don't know my future. Maybe one day I will be interested, and then I will ask more questions. But Ewe is the spiritual cult of the Ewe people of West Africa. There's some questions at the top.
Yes. Sorry.
It left by itself, or you press something?
Yes, please. Why not refresh it?
Okay, now we can take it from here. And then DJ is there the God of the Ewe people? No, there is no God of Ewe people. I say it's a spiritual cult of Ewe people. I didn't say God of Ewe people. There is no God called the God of Ewe people. God is God, and it is the same everywhere. The Ewes have a different name of calling it. The people from other countries and from other cultures also have different names of calling it. So there is nothing like the God of the Ewe people. God is God, and God is universal. And God is not a human being, and God is an energy. And that energy is everywhere. It goes through everything, and it is in everything. And so that is what Ewe people also pay homage to. But we will call it in our own language, the name that our forefathers have given to us. That's how we call God. But that doesn't mean it is Ewe God. It's the same God everywhere. Everywhere in the world, as far as and as long as the sky that we look upon covers us, we are all under the same sky. And we have our different traditions and cultures different, but we are all under the same sky. Okay. Thank you, DJ. So it's not Ewe God, it's the cult of the Ewe. Then DJ say, does every family has a God? I don't know whether every family has a God, but every family may, listen very well, every family within the Ewe tribe or the Ewe ethnic group may have a deity, whether it is called God or not. Every family may have a deity. That's why some people in where I come from, Vedome, we don't have a God. We have a Togbe Zikpi, or the ancestral stool, which is a deity that each family respects and pay homage to. They are the converging point of our ancestors who had lived at one time and has kept or are able to capture a place for us to live today, and we pay homage to them in and to the Togbe Zikpi, or the ancestral stool. That's what it is. And then Jesse Rodriguez, how much is a full consultation, and do you accept payment with PayPal? Jesse, our consultation is $165 US. But we do not accept PayPal. Not that we do not accept PayPal, It's PayPal who decided not to pay us, not to work with us. PayPal and Western Union have decided not to work with us for no reason. We have asked many times to tell us the reason why they don't want us to work with us or to receive payment through them. They only told us that it is their own official, what is it? It's a reason for themselves, and they don't need to tell us the reason. And recently, I have been seeing that when people want to send money to us through other apps like MoneyGram and other money transfer agencies, we have been seeing a sign to say that this is a suspicious link. And I don't know what made us to be suspicious. So that is also going on. And why people or whichever company or whoever is doing that, whereby they will say we are suspicious, because we are open on the net. Our everything is very open and clear. So we don't see what is suspicious about us, but that's what is happening. So for PayPal and what do you call it? Western Union, we do not do business with them, but it is not us who do not want to do business with them. They chose not to do business with us, probably because of the way I am teaching. I'm bringing awareness to the black people and the black community worldwide, and maybe they are not interested in my teachings, and they will not encourage me to get money to continue doing what I am doing. Maybe, I don't know, but they have never given me. We have written petitions and everything for them to explain to us, but they refuse. So we cannot work with people who do not want to work with us. Fortunately for us, there are so many other agencies who are working with us. One is MoneyGram. There is a Boss app. There's a Sendwave and all these things. They are working with us Remitly, Remit, and all these things are working with us for the meantime. So we don't know whether one day they too will stop working with us. But we have not done anything bad to anybody. We have not been cheating anybody. We are not taking anybody's money. We are not stealing from anyone. We are only teaching. And if you want to do consultation, we will do reading consultation for you. And our charge is $165. If you want to do consultation with us, then you must find a way to send us the money, because the money is what we are going to use to let you speak on it and let you get your information printed without us hearing you, so that we can ask the oracle to go in and find what is worrying you or what you want to find out. Yeah, so that is it. It's not us, but the powers that are, they decide not to work with African Magic Temple. Thank you. And then we have a DJ. It says, please, how much is consultation? I've just said it. Our consultation is $165 for especially people who live outside the borders of Ghana. But if you are within the country Ghana itself and you are a resident of Ghana, we take 500 Ghana cedis plus 2 bottles of this Beef Eater dry gin. This is what we take. 2 bottles of 75 or 1 liter Beef Eater dry gin plus 500 Ghana cedis for consultation. But if you are living outside of Ghana, whether you are in Togo, Nigeria, or anything, we take $165. Thank you very much. And then we have a DJA. Is Togbe Jakpata a snake god? No, it's not called Jakpata. It is called Jo-Pata. Jo-Pata, not Ja-Pata. Jak-Pata is a snake. Jo-Pata does not mean snake. Jo-Pata means things of sudden happenings, things that happen suddenly without you even knowing before they happen. For instance, accidents. Things that will happen without you being in control. That is what Jokbata means. It has nothing to do with snake, and it is not called Jakbata. It's only people who do not speak Ewe, when they hear the word Jokbata, then when they want to translate it or to tell people, they say Jakbata. It's not Jakbata. It is not called Jakbata, but Jokbata. Thank you very much, DJ A. And then Jesse Rodrigo is saying, what type of consultation do you do, and is it AFA? Also, is AFA and IFA the same? Yeah, our consultation is AFA. We have other consultations, but for now, for some time now, we have been concentrating strongly on AFA, because we are still new in AFA. When I say we are still new in AFA, at least we are about 20 years in AFA, and we want to master it very well. So I have stopped using, not that I have stopped, but sometimes I use the mirror, but most of the time, because I want my children also to be in charge of the shrine in case I am not here, and my children have not been initiated into the mirror, because the initiation is a difficult process, but they have been initiated into Fa, and I want them to master a Fa very well. For this reason, I am using AFA for a very long time. We are using it so we can master it very well. We are still learning from people and the teachers who know it very well, and they assist us to do what we are doing here. AFA is a very long journey. You cannot know it all by just staying with one teacher. So we are learning from different teachers. But even though somebody may say that we are very good in Fa, we still consider ourselves students of Fa, and we are learning from the best of the best. Yeah. So when you do a consultation here, we use AFA to do the consultation. And AFA and IFA is the same, but the difference between AFA and IFA is that the Ewes call their IFA AFA, and the Nigerians call it IFA in Orisha practice. Our ancestors had learned the Ifa from the Yorubas, but they have made it their own by making it into Afa or calling it Afa, and the stories are also a little bit different. Is the water still leaking? So Jesse Rodrigo, that is what it is, and Afa and Ifa are the same thing, but they are taught from different linguistical background. Afa is for the Ewes and maybe other tribes, but the Ifa is for the Yorubas. But it's the same thing basically. And then we have Jesse Rodrigo put in a period there. Yeah, and then I said, how do you expect payment? That's what I was saying. There are so many other money transferring agencies in the world. We have MoneyGram. I'm not here advertising for MoneyGram, but we get our monies to MoneyGram, from Araya, from Sendwave. There's the Small World. There's so many different money transferring agencies in the world. So you have to look at the one that can work with African Magic Temple. And if you want to do it, you can ask us if this one is okay or that one is okay. We will tell you which one is okay. But at least, we have telephone numbers that you can call to check, and then we will. It's on the screen. Okay, they have put some numbers. You can. Okay, our numbers are on the screen. So call and check which one gives us money, and we will confirm it for you. Thank you very much, Jesse Rodrigo. And then Jesse Rodrigo is my brother. The only way that they can refuse you service is because there has to be somebody who is being what we call here in America a hater, which basically means they are telling lies about them and making you look like a dishonest company. So I believe someone is telling lies about you and reporting, and that is why maybe that had happened. Yes, you are right in a way that somebody may be saying something lies about us. So what is wrong with the company that is trying to look at us as a dishonest company, won't investigate us and find out whether we are dishonest or we are not? I will leave it there. Because if you suspected somebody that the person is dishonest, you cannot just stand on a hearsay that this person is dishonest. Deal with me, or do investigation, do any background investigation and find out whether I am dishonest or we are dishonest. Our company is a registered company with the Ghana government. And if we are dishonest and we are doing anything to take advantage of people, why wouldn't they report us to our government to investigate and close us down? So how come other companies who are sending money to us are not looking at us as dishonest people? Why should it be only PayPal and what do you call it, Western Union? That's my question. Why should they be the only two who look at us as dishonest, and all the other companies, how many of them do not see us as dishonest? When you suspect someone is not being straightforward, the best thing is to do your own investigation. Find out whether what you are hearing, deal with the person and find out whether the person is a dishonest person or a straightforward person. But you know, we live in Africa, and it has always been the making of the Western world to always suppress the truth from Africa. Our leaders, our presidents who were trying to look for the best thing for Africa were killed by the CIA and all the other companies or government organizations because they were trying to awaken their people. And that is in our background. We are aware of that anyone who is telling the truth in Africa is looked upon as an evil person because it is blocking the chances of the white man from cheating the black man. Recently, there were coups in Burkina Faso, Niger, and Mali. And then the Western world teamed up with our corrupt leaders to put sanctions on them so that they should revert or reverse to the old system, which had been killing and destroying the people's confidence in their own people. And truly, the Western world succeeded in putting sanctions on these countries in order for them to suffer. And what did they do? They kicked out the French soldiers from their country. They are now kicking out the American soldiers from their country. They are now kicking out American soldiers from those countries. And now the Western world is now going back to tell our leaders who have sanctioned these people to withdraw the sanction and let them come back and join the group. And they said no. So we have had so much information about anyone who is looking for the good of the black man is an enemy of the white man. Malcolm X and all these people, our leaders, Kwame Nkrumah, and Lumumba Patrice, and all these people were killed just because they were trying to educate their people about the evils of the West. So we are not surprised that PayPal, which is a very big company in America, and Western Union, that is a very big company in America, should sanction us and will not give us the reason. If we have been dishonest or we did anything bad, why wouldn't they just tell us that, oh, you took money from this person and you did this and you did that, and you had been dishonest, that's why you can't use our services. Why won't they tell us? Why should they tell us that it is only reserved for themselves? Anyway, we live with it. We are surviving. And then Jesse Rodrigo said there should be a way to look into it so you can see why they are refusing new service. No, we have already made a petition to them and they have not given us any answer. So it's not, there's no other way to look into it. I don't work it at their office. I can only send the petition they send me to. If I am not happy, I should write a petition, which I wrote. So it's not like I'm talking of what I don't know. I asked them to tell me what I did. They couldn't. So it's not, there's no way for, and honestly, I'm not working with them. Does not mean we are not working. We are working. God's so good, they are not the only company in the world. We are still working with people around the world. So if we are not working with PayPal or working with Western Union, that doesn't mean that we are not working. We work with people who want to work with us. Yeah. We have seen this thing in the way Africa has been treated and how the black man has always been treated. Anyone who talks the truth is an enemy of the West. I don't want to be political here, but your questions and these things make me to become political because this has been happening for far too long. Even on Facebook that I have created, Africa Magic Temple that I have created for the past 3 years, Facebook has blocked me from entering into my own account. Even my children whom I put into the account are managing the account, and if they invite me, Facebook will not agree. Why? What crime have I as a Christopher Voncujovi committed that I have formed an organization and I am the owner and I cannot go into my own account? Can they explain that to me? And even my children cannot invite me into my own account. Can they explain? Is it something that is normal that even though I form an organization and I'm using it to teach and advise and educate my people and everybody else in the world, the Facebook will block me from having access to my own account, and I cannot even be invited into my own account? So what is that? Because I'm corrupt? Is it because I am dishonest that the account can still be running but I cannot go into it? What does that mean? But we are surviving. And then Jesse Rodriguez said, yes, Papa, you are correct. They are not being fair to you. Yes, they are not being fair to me. They have their reasons. They have their reason to decide not to be fair to me. And more so, I am not working in their company and I cannot challenge them than the opportunity that they gave me to write a petition if I am not satisfied. And they told me they cannot tell me why. So whatever it is, it's better known to them. Thank you very much, Jesse. And then Jesse said, you don't have to worry about being political. You are just being honest and speaking the truth. Yeah, but then, you know, when people speak the truth, they become enemies of people. So anyway, let's leave that. I am teaching here. Let's go on with the teaching. Okay, Togbeji Beza, so this one is going to go, TV is going to go up. The Togbeji Beza said, Ofuashe in Yoruba or Ifa culture can mean or reference empowered speech. Okay. Thank you very much, Bokor or Togbeji Bezanse Soka, for that Ofo Ashe. I'm not familiar with most of the Ifa words in the Yoruba. Okay, thank you very much. And then the public relations said, thank you, Papa, for everything you are doing to enlighten us about our Voodoo tradition. I did not quite full night yesterday, so I am here today. Thank you very much for being here, public relation. For us, we are only here to teach and to explain to our people that what belongs to us should be ours, and we should not be afraid of our own tradition and of our spiritual heritage. We shouldn't be afraid at all. But that's what our fathers were misled and deceived to think that what their great-grandfathers left for them was evil. So going to Europe or becoming like Europeans is the way to your divine consciousness, which is never true. A lot of people became Hindus because they want to go through the Hindu way. But when you go through the Hindu way, to get to a point, if you are wise, you will begin to realize that it is another form of religion, of foreign domination. And then I was a Hindu, but after realizing that it is just another religion, just like Christianity, I left. And I came back to my roots. And here I have peace. I can speak my own language. I can understand it in my own language. And I can teach people to understand what my people, my ancestors left for us. Thank you. Let's go to TikTok. They say, what is going on?
The call center, they were not able to make calls because of an issue with Ether on the companies, like fiber.
Now the Ether is having the problem now?
Yes, but it was affecting our office.
Okay.
But it's fixing now.
They fix it?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Okay, we have Mr. Wakanda. Is what are the consultation fees? And the consultation fees is what I have already mentioned: $165 US, and also 500 Ghana cedis plus 2 1-liter bottles of beef filter if you are in Ghana. If you are living outside Ghana, it is $165 US. Thank you very much for that. And I think Dan Chris had said, Papa, how are you doing today? I'm good, and how are you too? It's been a while. Okay, I hope you are fine. Thank you. Then Mr. Townsend said, how are you? Hope much. How much is initiation? I think we have read these things already. Say how much, or how are you, and hope how much. I think it's how much is initiation, and I have explained that Afa and Voodoo are two different things, and you cannot be initiated until you mention what Voodoo you are interested. We can't say, but our initiation ranges from $1,000 US to whatever. And then churches also said I will come. Yeah, it's already we read these ones. Yeah. Okay, now Luna Nicole is here. Hello, Luna Nicole, how are you? Thank you very much for joining the section. It's a blessing, Papa and AMT family. It's great to join today's section. My apologies for being late. Thank you very much, our sister Luna Nicole. We are grateful that you have joined. And since whatever I have discussed earlier will still be on the internet, you can always go back to them. You are never late. With technology, we are never late in anything. So go ahead if you have some questions to ask so that we can ask and others will also learn. And then Michael Michel is saying, as Afa being a serious tool in Ewe practice, what Afa says about the current status of Africa growth for the year 2024, as I currently have seen a lot of corrupt being placed on our African brothers and sisters countries. You know, Afa is an individual thing, and Afa talks about you and your immediate community. Because Afa is not accepted as a religion in our country, and it is not accepted as a spiritual thing on a, what would I say, on national level. So we cannot use Afa to address any national thing in our country, Ghana. Ghana recognizes Christianity, Islam, and traditional spirituality, or they call it traditional religion, but there's nothing religious in tradition. So what happens is that in Afa, it can only be an individual or a community that it will focus on. So if you are able to change one person, you can change a nation. So Afa is not going to be talking about whatever correction, because those people at the top are not going to listen to whatever it is. But you and your children, if you do a reading and the reading say don't eat pork, you and your children can decide not to eat pork if you want to follow Afa's directions. But you cannot tell the whole country and tell them that don't eat pork, because some people are Muslims, some people are Christians, and Christians eat pork. Muslims do not eat pork. So you can't tell the whole country, well, you did an Afa reading, and so the whole country should stop eating pork. It will not work. So Afa does not concentrate on that kind of a nation, but it concentrates on the small circle. So how you as an individual and your immediate concerns or loved ones can be safe. And that's what it works on. So as Africa, as big as it is, you cannot use Afa to control anything, unless, of course, if the leader who is in the top of the nations, or the top head man in the nation, is an Afa Bokor or an initiate of Fa, and knows the consequences of his actions. If he does good, a good will come out. If he does evil, it will come up after him. Then such kind of a leader may decide to follow a path that will be good for the whole nation, and everybody else will follow or benefit. But as it stands now, our leaders only swear upon Quran, which is from the Arabic world, and then the Bible, which is from Europe. Why do I say the Bible is from Europe? A lot of time people make mistake and think the Bible is from Israel. No, Bible is from Europe. Because the Israelis themselves are not Christians. And recently, Netanyahu and other people were even thinking of banning Christianity from Israel. So I'm not speaking about Israel in any bad tone. I'm just trying to tell that Israelis, most of them, or majority of them, are not Christians. So the Bible came from Europe. So in our countries, we are swearing by the Bible, and we are swearing by the Quran. These are the two books that is recognized for oath taking in our country. People had been agitating that they should also use our traditional shrines and deities and gods for the people who are going to take leadership position to swear by. But they won't, because they know that one is dangerous. The Bible and the Quran, they are just papers written by human beings, and it has no power. So they can swear by it and still do evil. It's fine. So Afa will not concentrate on the whole nation, but on individuals and small communities. And then if the community wants to follow, they do. If they don't want to follow, nobody forces you. When the results come, you see. So in spirituality, that's why I always say that spirituality is not a group thing, and it's not a group affair. It's an individual thing. You as an individual can better your own life, and then bring your children or your friend along, so that they can also benefit or better themselves. But if you are going to involve a whole nation into it, you are going to have a lot of attack and you're going to have a lot of people who will be against it, because we don't have too many honest people left in Africa. Thank you very much, Michael Michel. And Michael went on, I fully understand what you mean, Baba. I really appreciate your wisdom. Thank you very much, Michel. Okay, we have Ikaivla Kambire. Ikaivla Kambire say, blessings to you. How long generally does it take the Thunder God to complete a mission? I don't know. I'm not the one who is in charge of Thunder God, whereby I will know how long it takes to complete its mission. I'm sorry. I don't know. Let's move on. And then we have Selassie. I said, hello, Papa. Greetings from Winneba. Hello, Selassie. How are you? Greetings to you from African Magic Temple. And then we have Selassie. I say, Papa, please. It's because of the romance scams in our side of the world. That is why. Whatever it is, they have to find out who is scamming people. Our organization has been here for long. We are almost 26, 27 years now. If we have been scamming people for this past 27 years, wouldn't these people know? We have been running our company before Facebook came. We've been running this before a whole lot of things came. So if we have been scamming people by now, wouldn't they have investigation on us and tell us that this is what we are doing? That's why they are not working with us. So that is not an excuse. It's just like how long time ago when you have a credit card or a debit card and you are coming from Africa, you cannot use your debit card to buy anything on the internet or outside because you are coming from Africa. Even though you probably have money and you are genuinely holding a debit card, but the white man can decide that they will not sell anything to you because you are coming from a particular country. Does that mean everybody in our country is a thief? And Selassie said, that's not cool at all. Facebook somehow. Yeah, I mean, it's not easy, but we are living. Yeah. Because if people start to put you in a group and you don't fit into that group and they label you with the same sticker, it's not very, it's not a very nice feeling when people choose to give you a tag which doesn't fit you. But we are not a political group. We are not a big company. We are only teaching about our tradition. We can't go fighting anybody anywhere. We live by the day. Whatever comes, we take it. What do we have again? We have a David Angelo Loria. Hello, David. Send me your new number because it's very difficult for me to get you. It's very, very, very difficult to get you, David. How are you and how is everything? How is the family? Hope your children are fine. Thank you very much for coming on the program. Say, David Angelo Loria, say, good afternoon, Papa. Good to hear you and to see you. It's been a long time. Thank you for your enlightenment. Best regards from France. Thank you very much, David. Please try to get me on my WhatsApp because I don't know how to get you. So please do get me on my WhatsApp, or you can send a message to African Magic Temples or Revolution. This thing, then we can Facebook. We can chat. Okay. Hope the children are fine. I wish you all very well. My regards to the whole family. Thank you very much, David. I missed you very much. We missed you so much. I thought you were going to come back to Ghana so that we can see. But whatever it is, please reach out to us so that we can talk. I'm very grateful. And then we have Jesse Rodrigo. He said, Papa, I had an important question. I'm Puerto Rican. I come from Congo and Taino descent. So what I wanted to know is, if I was to initiate with one of your Vodu, would be able to be accepted, or do I have to be only African descent? I only ask because I know that some people will refuse to initiate you unless you are from their race. No, you don't have any problem. I have initiated people from Puerto Rico a long time ago, back in the 90s, and they have gone on to become good spiritualists, and finally they even got far from Cuba. And I have a friend in Puerto Rico who is practicing Ifa religion and spirituality, but we also send our Vodus to him to use, and he's using it. So spirituality is not a question of race. A lot of people who do not understand spirituality, they put it on race and ethnic background. If spirits and God are universal, how can you limit them to a race or an ethnic group? Spirits of Voodoo are universal. In my language, they may be called Voodoo, and then maybe in another language, they'll be called Kami. In another different language, they'll be called Orisha. In different languages, it is the same universal energy. So at our shrine, we don't have any problem with race. We initiate anybody who is fit to be initiated, and the person have the desire to work with the spirit world. We will introduce our Vodus to you through initiation, and these Vodus that we will introduce to you will open your doors so that you can experience the spirit world. I personally, that I am here, I have been into Hinduism, into Tantra. I've been into a lot of other spiritual practices before finally coming to settle down with my own traditional spirituality. And even today, I still use all these ones. I have the practice Kabbalah, which is more of a Jewish spirituality or Semitic spirituality, and I practice that too. And I was in Thailand, and I learned some spiritual practices from Thailand, which I still practice. And so spirituality in Israel form is not racial. It is only people who do not really understand spirituality. When they see you initiating someone who is not from your race, then they raise a red flag. That why are you giving our ancestors' secrets to people? Who told you that they are your ancestors' secrets? But that's it. We at our shrine, we initiate whoever is learning, who is willing to learn. I have also learned from different people who are not Africans, who are not Ewes, but they were able to open their doors for me, and they taught me, and it is upon all this that I have built myself and my shrine. The knowledge and the wisdom that I got from these people is what made me what I am. So our African Magic Temple is not for feeble-minded people. We are real, and we are here for everybody. Thank you, Rodrigo. Thank you very much for that. And then JNC said, thank you. I will most definitely be contacting you soon. Thank you. And then my brother David Angelo Loria said, I will send you my number I'll send you my number, Papa. Everyone is doing well. I miss you all so much too. I am still planning to come back. I'll reach out to you. God bless you, Papa. Thank you very much, David. I'm very grateful that I'm getting contact with you again. That's fine. Have a very blessed week. And then Josie Rodrigo said, when you initiate into the Voodoo, you also receive your own Voodoo similar to the one you are initiated into. Yes, we have two ways of doing initiation here. When you are initiated into the Voodoo will be called upon to come and work with you. And if you want the Voodoo to be made for you as a Voodoo so that you can take with you, then you will have to go through the process of buying and paying for that one. Then it can be made for you if that is it. But the making of the Voodoo for you to be taken away does not come with the initiation. But the Voodoo will work with you whether you have it or not. But if you want to use it as a Voodoo to be working for other people, not for only your own personal use, then you can opt to have the Voodoo made for you at another price, which we will make. But then that one, you need to be physically present so that you can also see how it is made and you have an idea of making it in the future. Should you lose it or something happen, you should be able to form it again. Thank you, Jesse. I'm grateful. I think we are done now. Henry Fleet, okay. Michael Michel is Afar people who are watching does not limit races. Afar is spiritual growth and development. Yes, thank you very much, Michael Michel there. Yes, there's no race in this. It is not limited to any race. It is a universal energy, and you learn and you better yourself and better your community. Thank you. And then we have Henry Fleet saying happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to you too, Henry. How are you? Thank you very much for joining the section. And then Henry Fleet said, how can someone start to communicate with spirits? You can only start to communicate spirits when you have a connection with the spirit. You cannot communicate with spirit unless you have a connection with a particular spirit or a group of spirits. People who just without getting any connection with spirits and start to have a dream and create illusions and let people think that they are talking with spirit, they are liars. If you don't have any connection with any spirit, you cannot communicate with any spirit. It is not possible. At least if you have a connection with one single spirit, which through that spirit you can connect, you can communicate with other spirits, but without having any connection through initiation with a particular or one individual spirit, you cannot communicate with spirits. When you want to communicate with even human beings, if you don't have any connection with them, how can you communicate with them? It is people that call you or the people you know or you call. They are the ones who communicate with you. The people who you meet are the people you communicate with. People that you don't know and you have not met them, how are you going to communicate with them? Yes, let's go. Then go back to TikTok. Oh, okay. Okay, we have Jesse said, if I paid to receive the volume 1, if I paid to receive the volume I was initiated into, would I have any problem bringing it back to America? No, you will not have any problem bringing it to America with customs. You don't have any problem because I have so many students from around the world who are coming and taking their voodoos with them. Some are even taking not one voodoo, about 10, 15 voodoos in their luggage, and they are not having any problem with them. So maybe you talk with Shamba Musa Mohammed, my student in the US, whether there is he was on the program on YouTube, you can get it and then he may respond to you. You don't have a problem with taking voodoo because I myself, I travel around the world with my voodoos. I don't have any problem with customs or whatever. Unless, of course, if you are having your voodoo and you put some contraband goods inside the voodoo to disguise them as voodoo and customs or people arrest you, then that's your cause. But having your voodoo and working with them in a proper way or packing them properly, and when people ask you what they are, tell them it's a voodoo. You don't need to be afraid to say it's a voodoo. Because I was traveling in New York at the JFK, and I have this, a mirror inside a computer case. Give me that. Yeah. So I was having this abochi. I always keep it inside here before putting it into my carry-on bag. I don't usually send it because I don't want it to get missing and I'll be in trouble. So I always carry it on. And this abochi, or my magic mirror, it's a mirror that, what do you call it, has only herbs and a mirror. So at the New York airport, JFK, it was in my bag, and when they were scanning it, they saw it on the screen that something was here, and then they separated my bag and they brought my attention that what is inside this thing. That's why it's my no, they didn't even ask me. They say I shouldn't touch it. Hey, don't come near it. So they opened the bag. When they opened it, they opened the zipper of this. They saw the thing. They say what it is. I say it's my voodoo. Now, for them to pack it back, they couldn't. They say, hey, they don't want to touch it. I should pack it myself. But in the beginning, they were saying, hey, I shouldn't come near. I should know this thing. So I was just looking at them. You don't know what you are playing with. You don't know who you are playing with. So when they saw that, I told them it's my voodoo. I'm a voodoo priest. And then they have to ask me that I should pack it because they don't want to touch it. And I packed my thing and I left. So taking a voodoo to travel to places, unless of course you go to a country and they say they don't like voodoo to come. But the world does not discriminate about your way of worshiping. If you are doing it in a legal way, you don't put any illegal things into your things, you don't have a problem. It is only when somehow you put an illegal substance inside your voodoo and trying to smuggle something that is not good. Then, of course, your own consciousness, your own conscious and mind will be putting fear into you, and you will be disturbed by people. Please take it. So you can take a voodoo from here to anywhere. My voodoos had always been traveling. I've been to Japan, to the Philippines, to the Americas, to Europe, wherever. I'm even going to Europe very soon in next month, and I'm bringing my voodoos. And I'm also going to bring some talismans that I'm going to sell to people, talismans against accident, and talismans for attraction. I'm bringing some soaps that will be attraction soaps when people bath them. And also, if possible, I'll be bringing some attraction oils to boost your business and to boost your personality. And those who may want to take initiation into simple voodoos, I'll be in Europe and I'll give them initiation. So I'll be in Germany, I'll be in the Netherlands, and I'll be doing initiation and also giving out or selling out my talismans that I prepare for personal protection and against accidents. That's what I'm going to do. From the next month, I'll be in Europe. So those who may be watching me and are in Europe and who may wish to get initiated because they may not be able to have money to fly in and fly out, I'll be in Europe and I'll be doing initiation, and also we'll be doing readings and all this thing. Thank you very much, Rodrigo. And then Rodrigo went on to say, if I paid to receive, okay, that's what we are talking about. Not like for them to put their hairs in it and destroy. Nobody can destroy whatever we give you from here to take away. No. Even if they open it and touch it, nothing is going to spoil in it. Our vodus are international. They have traveled a lot. And I cannot make a voodoo for you, and then because somebody will touch it and then it will spoil. And even if they will touch it, it will spoil. There is a way I can tell you how to revive that voodoo in case a voodoo that no other hands is supposed to touch. Then I can tell you how to revive it. Yeah. Then we have Lustig. Yeah, hello Lustig. Thank you very much. How are you? Lustig is a good afternoon, Papa. Another blissful week. Sorry, Papa. I'm super late today. Please forgive me. Better late than never. Family, please, your little brother. Thank you very much, Lustig. And there was this lady, Lustig, say you had given my number to her or introduced her. Her name is Beatrice. And she said she had gone to school with my daughter in two different schools. But I asked my daughter doesn't seem to know her very well. Can you really later get back to me and let me know who she is? Because I thought she was interested in reading, but since she asked me whether it was me and I said yes, she said it was you who had encouraged her to reach out to me. Her name is Beatrice. I think she's from Tema. So please clarify me on this later. Thank you. And then Lucy says, Papa, please, what you make of voodoo that is given to you? What I mean is this. I once went for a reading, and after everything, the priest said he will give me something like handkerchief with a voodoo in it. He will tell me everything I need to know about it. I'll just pour some gin or whiskey on it, but I was terrified about the implications and refused because I felt that that's not the reason I went there. Papa, did I do the right thing? Yes, you did the right thing, because I don't think that you go for a reading from someone and the person says, I'm going to give you a voodoo. You should request for the voodoo. If you don't request for a voodoo from a priest, and the priest by himself, without knowing you for a long time, and so I want to give you a voodoo, you should be careful, because you don't know what he wants to give you. And you don't know how to use what he's going to give you. But if you yourself, you requested for something from him, and he give you the guidelines and explain to you and told you or tells you how to use it and work it, that's a good thing. But someone just giving you something that I want to give it to you, be careful, don't ever get it, because you never know. It could be a good thing, it could also be a bad thing. It may be something that is disturbing him and he wants to pass it on to somebody so that it does not disturb him. So you did the right thing. But if you have interest in it later, you can still call the person and ask them to give you more insight into what that is and how it is used and how you can use it for your own benefit and for the benefit of the general public and for greater humanity. You can ask, but for me, I cannot go to any voodoo place without knowing the person for a long time, without dealing with the person for a long time and going to make inquiries about my life or about a situation, and the person says, I'm going to give you this thing to take it. No, don't do that, because you never know what it is. You need to understand, and you yourself, you need to request and ask to be initiated into something. Then they initiate you, but just someone you don't know, you are only going there for a reading and the person is giving you something. You should be careful. Thank you very much, Lustig. I'm grateful. And then we have Jesse at the bottom saying, can you tell me what the average price is to receive the actual voodoo vessel after initiation? I only ask so that when I speak with you and the day I come to visit you, I can be prepared and have everything. It depends on which voodoo you are asking to be initiated into and this thing. There are some voodoos that have gold in them. Okay? And a voodoo that has a gold in them is going to cost you more money because put the air conditioner off. The voodoo that has gold in them, or some of the voodoo that has diamond in them, and some voodoo has mercury in them. So each voodoo has its own price. Because if I tell you that a voodoo that has gold in them, give me $2,000, $3,000, you may think that it is just this, but the items that go into it is what is going to make it cost more money, and because those items are the things that will make the voodoo to work. There are voodoos that sometimes we make for people will cost them about $5,000, making the voodoo shrine or making the item for you, depending on what goes into it. So I cannot give you a figure, but you should put your mind that voodoos that I will make for you, some minimum will be roughly about $2,000 US. And the voodoo, when it is made for you, it should start working with you within a short time that you will know that it is working. Because I've made voodoos for my own children. They paid me. I charged them. They are my children, but I charge them because I know it is something that I'm giving them for life, and it's going to work for them for the rest of their life and for their children. Just like how I was also giving, and it has worked for me, and now it's working for my children. So at African Magic Temple, we don't have dead voodoos. We have working and living voodoos that when you are initiated into them, they start to show you the way, they start to teach you, they start to guide you and guide you properly. So our things are expensive. We are not doing a voodoo, say bring $10, say let me make a voodoo for you. No. Our things are real, and we want you to test them at our place when you are initiated into them before you go. We don't do things for you and so don't worry, it will work. No. You must test it and know that it is working before you leave. Thank you very much, everybody. I think we are now 6 o'clock in the evening. I think we have, let's take, no, Henry Fleet was saying thank you. Thank you to Henry. And then let's see TikTok if we have some few questions to pick up from there. And then, okay, we have on YouTube, we have Yakel 5 say, peaceful greetings, Papa, and the whole AMT family. Would you please explain what the role of Ehuno in the Voodoo community is? Okay, Yakel 5. The word Hu, which is usually HU, is our breath. Let me take that again. The word Hu, it's actually spelled HU. It's breath. And you know, in Ewe, the word breath is called Bokor. And Bokor also represents spirit. Because if your breath leaves your body, you are dead. So your breath is regarded as a spirit. And the word for it in Ewe is Hum. Even animals, they breathe Hum. Human beings, they breathe Hum. And when something that you is disturbing your mind or your heart, and you don't know who to tell, and you cannot express it, you will say or which means you are calling upon your inner self. So the word Hum is the same as the word voodoo, spirit. So when they call someone huno is someone who works with a person who works with spirit. The way and the reason people are spelling the no with Hounon is because of the French influence. But if we will spell it in Ewe, we just write HUN and then write the O as no. But because of the that alphabet is not in English, and also there's a lot of French people or French-speaking Ewe people who make Voodoo popular. So, and then Voodoo going all the way to Haiti and becoming a popular thing through slavery and all this thing. The spelling of Voodoo and all this thing have changed. So when they call you Huno, it's simply that a person who works with spirit. Just like the word in Yoruba, Awo, which is spirit. Awo, which is spirit. That's why they call people who deal with Awo. They call them Babalawo, father of spirits, or father who deals with spirit. Babalawo. So is spirit, just as Voodoo is also called spirit. But Huno is someone who works with spirit, mostly men. Women are not called Huno. They are called Si. That's why I said it earlier that Asi means wife, or in a basic and literal language we say it's partner. So Ohun's partner will be, in the women they will say Ohunsi, and a male partner is called Huno. So in Voodoo, when you are dealing with spirits, you will only be called Huno. And women who deal with spirits in Voodoo are either called Hunsi or Voodoosi. So this is what it is. So when they call somebody Huno, means he deals with spirits. And if they call somebody Voodoosi, the person is a woman, is dealing with Voodoo, or Hunsi. The person will be a woman dealing with Voodoo. This is the meaning of Huno in Ewe language, or in our Voodoo community. Okay. Battery is low. Please remove the iPhone one. Take this one and put it. Okay. Yes. Battery is low. Okay. Okay, because we were not charging the iPhone, we are only charging the gimbal.
Sorry, it's my fault.
Oh, no, it's not your fault. You have to get it properly. Why?
The charger.
Okay, let it just be like that for now. We are almost at the end, so that we don't create any problem. So I've just answered the question of Huno and Hunsi. Okay, so we are going to we are now finishing it with TikTok. We have Solo King. He say, how can one know that dwarfs are with him? I don't know how you can know dwarfs are with you. There's no way you can know how, if something is with you and it is with you for real, you will know. If it is just imagination, then you will not know. The people who see dwarfs being with them, it is either through their reading, and the reading tells them that they have a dwarf spirit following them through reading. But that one, you will not see the dwarf, or you will not even have the dwarf's effect. But you will be told that dwarfs are in your reading and dwarfs are following you. But to have dwarfs to follow you or to work with dwarf, you need to be initiated or be introduced to a dwarf, a particular dwarf or a group of dwarfs. Then only you can know whether dwarfs are with you or they are not with you. See, real spirituality is not just imagination, empty imagination. How can you think that spirit is with you when you have never been initiated into any spirit? Or when you have not even gone to do a reading to know what is in your destiny. You can only know whether there's a spirit with you or it's not with you, either by doing a reading or by getting initiated into it. When you get initiated into it, you will know that they are with you. This thing is not working well. I don't know why. Okay. It will be slanted, but no, you can raise it so that the wire doesn't touch the gimbal. So people can just see my face. It does not mean that they have to see the whole table. One side will be heavier than the other, so it will go that. Okay. Okay. So we are having some small problem of our camera, but I think we are almost done, so we just manage this one. So solo, you can only know when a spirit is with you, when you are initiated into it, or when you do a reading, and in the reading, the spirit shows its head that it's with you. That's the way you can know. But just by thinking that something is making noise in your room, and that means a spirit is with you, is this thing. Or having a dream, and you have a dream of spirit chasing you or something chasing you, that means spirit is with you. You cannot ascertain, you can never confirm that and tell people. Because I've met a lot of people who will be behaving in a very funny way that they have spirit with them. And then when I try to question and check them, I realize that they are just acting just to fool some other people. We are older than such things. Then Luna Nicole said, thank you for your time and teachings, Papa. Have a blessed week, everyone. Thank you very much, Luna Nicole, and have a blessed week too. And to all of you, have a blessed week. I think today we are closing the section. It is now 6:20 here, and we have been here for 2 hours plus. And then Yakel 5 says, thank you, Papa. Peace and strength be with you and be with you too. Thank you. I'm going to pour libation and then say prayer for all of you. Okay, Lustig is answering Max. Say, I don't even know her name because the post was from an anonymous poster. Okay, I told her you are a real spiritualist and that she should visit you for a reading. I don't even know she went to school with your daughter. I'm glad she made an effort to contact you. I even asked her to join the live session to confirm for herself. Thank you for answering my mistake. Thank you very much, Lustig. I'm very grateful that you just told her to join and then ask questions. That's good. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, ago, monga soboli samadogo, monga kiki katamandogo, monga se. Maduago, se joto ame joto, se na anu ame, se te na anu ame. Wama no pevi, doku no pevi. Okay, say another one. Okay, okay, let me do this one from Lustig. Yes, Papa, there's a group on Facebook here called Tell It All. And I believe your crew might know about that group. Do you have an idea? Tell It All.
Yes, I've heard that the Facebook page. Yes.
Okay, she made an anonymous post that nothing seemed to work in her life. She need a real spiritualist. That's when I commented under her post and asked her to visit you. Okay, Okay. She said she went to school with my daughter and even went to university with my daughter. But my daughter, she doesn't really memorize people's faces. And the name she is calling, my daughter cannot remember that name. But maybe with this, maybe slowly, we will get to know her well. Thank you very much. Yo, your mother say your daughter, say none, I'm sitting on common of every document. You're a little, you're a kind, you're Jopata, you're a bochi, you're a fanagun, a fan bomages, people's petons or the men that by video. You're talking with do Puchuji for a better and become quaching. You're talking with Puchumanami, Miami, Cook, you're petty Miami, a Mayafanya Vodu, bit a crama, a Yamino, a Mayafanagun, a fan bomages, people's petons or the men that by video. Mayor a clacun tassi, Miami, Cook, do Beranami. Your bamboo, your miakake. Dagba, Jim, your middle, I see Neddy don't never Mrs. Never. Cosraman and you know your pity, Mrs. Never, I wish you all good health opportunities in this coming week. May the gods open the doors for you and bring you closer to your dreams. So, Jesse Rodrigo said thank you and many blessings to you and the family. We are grateful to all of you. Until next Sunday, God bless. Oh, I see there's one there. That's okay.
It is a repeat of the question.
Okay. Thank you all and thank you very much. Okay, we are done.